Eric was also like, should we message Alex about this?
Okay, top of the round, Cass.
Polyamorous.
This is what you see before you as you all join in. You hear the sound of snake-like chanting around you. You have initiative as Varric barely evades a domination effect. What are you doing?
Halfling Cass. Oh god, I don't want to commit to this.
Too late.
Accent.
Right, I gotta do my fucking anchor phrase. Halfling Cass jumps through the portal, sees Varric danger close to this behemoth, and throws out a hand, and little tiny creeper tendrils writhe up this body. I'm gonna do the classic Hex in Eldritch Blast to get this snake away.
Okay.
Hopefully some. 24, 17, and 22 to hit.
The 22 just hits.
Okay, so 2 hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a little concerning. That is 8, 9, 10, 12, 19, 29 points of damage.
And what are you hexing?
I'm hexing the big snake guy. Oh.
But what are you hexing?
Oh, that's right. Strength.
Okay. And how far does it move?
20 feet.
Okay. Okay.
Right, Varric, let's show these snake fucks what the remnants can do. That's the end of my turn. Actually, how tall up is this barrier thing that's behind us, the portal?
It is about 15 feet up.
Can I try to climb it?
Yeah. Do you have any abilities that allow you to climb?
Not at all.
Love it.
So, tell me how your halfling form would go about climbing this.
Halfling Cass has smaller feet, which means easier to find footholds. He can jam his little toes into smaller spaces. So, climbing using like double movement expenditure. I'm like kind of right up next to it. He just tries to shove his little fingers and toes into whatever small cracks he can, and just barely pull himself up onto the ledge.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
I'm good.
The DC is 25.
Fail. I don't think I could have succeeded that. Yeah, 6.
Oh.
Okay. So as you kind of jet around, where's Halfling Cass here? Are you even here?
It doesn't appear so.
Okay, we'll throw in. Let's see.
Is Jim Vong with us?
No, we just dropped him off.
We dropped off with the Iron Soul. He's with his
I
Iron
forgot.
Soul brother.
I'm.
I do miss that man though.
I miss Jim Vong. Jim Vong.
Okay.
Forgive us.
This is going to be Halfling Cass.
This.
Yep. So Halfling Cass.
Who's in our party?
Wait.
We've got.
Wait, there's one in
Wait,
the
there's
corner.
Halfling Cass over here.
Yeah, is that him? That might
Oh.
be him in the corner.
Okay, yeah. So Halfling Cass jets over here. and then just does this hop up this basically like clay pillar, and then just immediately like fireman pole slides down to like a seated position, and then just kind of looks around awkwardly. There is not really a way that you can see climbing this thing. As this is happening, you hear the hissing sounds of the One Teeth faithful. Do you speak? Do you speak the serpent's tongue?
So, no. Not unless it's
Are you
infernal.
heard?
Let me ask you this: do you speak Abyssal?
I speak infernal.
Okay. So you hear. Give me a straight intelligence roll with your jack of all trades. And Alara, you're up on deck here.
Fuck you,
Okay.
dice. Natural 20 for 21.
Okay. These languages are quite similar, and specifically the dialect of Abyssal that they're speaking, you can essentially like pick up on this. What you hear is essentially like hisses like a slur for like non-scaled individuals, and then says something along the lines of, "You will witness the rise of the eternal lawgiver." And you watch as there's like this gurgling sound, and there is this like caustic acid that is dropping at the corners of the mouth of this serpent.
Cool.
Which one? The big
Alara,
one?
the big one.
Cool.
Okay. I am going to bonus action spiritual weapon, the big one.
Okay.
This is only going to be a second level spell. So that is a fuck. That's an 18.
That misses.
Okay. Then I will. Has it been hit yet or no? It has taken no damage
Yeah.
yet.
It has.
It has. Okay, I'll do Toll the Dead on it then. I need a Wisdom save.
Okay. Dice. That is a 17.
That fails.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, I'm
Nice.
sorry.
So let's see.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
That's actually a 24.
God
Son of a bitch.
Misread it.
Well, that succeeds, but just barely.
So
Yeah.
rude.
All right.
Sorry,
I will. I'm just gonna stay towards the center of the group, out of harm's way. Hopefully.
Okay. You're gonna stay in the center of the group, out of harm's way.
Yeah, because where are the bad guys? The bad guys are behind us, right? And then there's a big baddie.
That's gearing up to spit acid on all of you. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, I'll run. 30 feet to the left, I guess.
To your left.
Yeah. I'll just hop on my broom and fly whatever 30 feet that way.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Let me see. So that is going to bring us to our halfling friend, or gnomish friend over here.
Oh yeah, I forgot we had
Uh,
bullets.
He is going to run over this way. If he's going to run over this way, fine. And he is going to take this like gauntlet of his and basically like move some runes around on it, and you watch as there's this like puff of this like purplish energy that exudes from him, and then this mist then like coalesces around his skin, and he's got this like odd purplish sheen as he casts a protection from energy on himself. And that's all he's gonna do. That brings us to Sandara.
I will, as a bonus action, activate my Trance of Order. And I will step up to Varric and cast Wind Greater Invisibility.
Go.
One on him and one on me. And I will say, good luck smashing. And I will move diagonally towards the snake. Towards, but
Okay,
away.
Can you move your character?
Yes.
Question
1, 2.
about. Well, actually, I wouldn't know. Okay, never mind. Going with it.
How do you
Can I
face
see
it?
myself?
You cannot. No.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
Awesome.
sorry. Oh.
No, it's cool. I don't know what the rules are.
Can you see other creatures that are invisible when you're
No.
invisible? No.
I don't think so.
It's not like ethereal plane.
Invisibility is a separate thing.
So Sandara walked up to me, touched me, disappeared, and I disappeared, and she told
And
me,
I said,
"Have
good
fun
luck
smashing."
smashing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Just so I know what's happening.
Okay. That is going to bring us to the High Priest. So you watch as this priest finishes mentioning the Eternal Lawgiver. You begin to hear Cass actual infernal incantations that seem to be sourceless and just coming from almost inside your head. And you watch as there is like the sky begins to darken to like this dark red sheen. And ooh,
Nice.
Welcome.
Save us.
Hello. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm late.
you're okay.
Not a problem.
We forgive you.
Looks like we're stuck between a rock and a hard place here.
Nickety snooty. Yep.
It's not a good time. What? What did you say?
Snickety snooty. It's I
Snickety
think it might be
snoopy.
from a. I think it's from a snickety snooty. Look at that booty.
No.
Not familiar with that saying.
not familiar with. All right.
Sorry. Carry on.
I think Alex is figuring out ways to murder us all. Don't worry.
I've already figured it out. Okay. So with that, you watch as the sky begins to somehow burn yet darken, and there's this flash of this infernal flame at the back of this Wanti priest as it takes flight.
Whoa. What?
It is going
Flying
to
snake.
fly over this way, and it is going to unleash an acid breath that is going to hit everybody.
I knew I should have started with blessing the group.
Oh, you know what?
Oops.
Actually, it's gonna have to make some choices because it's not a cone; it's a line.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
Can't see
We're
her for me.
invisible.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
You do get the sense
Oh no.
that nothing has changed in its behavior since you casted the invisibility spell. and the way it moves, it definitely seems to regard you, Sundara.
Ugh.
It is gonna hit everyone except for Varric.
Come on.
Actually, Cass, you're out of it too.
Acceptable.
So I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw, please, with a
Dexterity
DC
save.
of 22.
I failed. 17.
Ooh, 26.
Wow,
Wow.
dexterous.
Okay. Anyone who fails will suffer 63 points of acid damage.
Holy shit.
Excuse me.
I'm here, right? I'm present in this skirmish.
You're in
Yes,
danger.
you are.
Okay. What
You
was
have not
the?
taken you have not taken initiative yet. It's a dexterity save
22?
is the DC.
Fuck.
Nice,
Yes,
nice.
right? That's a good thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
That's
good.
good. Yes.
You met it. You met it. You met it.
Oh, you rolled
That's
a
not
22?
insane.
Yeah. And my initiative is 24.
Oh, well, I rolled initiative for you.
Oh, you did? Okay.
You got a 28, and then because you weren't here, Cass has an ability to trade with someone, and Shar offered to trade with him.
Okay.
So you're
So,
not at a 10.
sick.
With me.
Do you have evasion?
I do, yeah.
So you take 0.
Even
Nice.
better.
Okay. Let's see.
So wait, only Eddie failed?
Yes, and then if you succeed, you take half.
It's not good.
Well, I wasn't part of it.
I know, but
Yeah.
Sundara was.
Oh, that's right.
Concentration check.
Oh yeah, thank you.
I mean,
Both
should
of
be
the
nice.
FETC members took the damage, and they are hurting badly.
Okay.
I need to get
Good thing our healer doesn't have anything against the FBZC.
Okay.
I rolled a 23 on my concentration check.
So you're good. Okay. That is going to bring us to some more Wanti players. So let's see. This one here is going to rush from behind. Oh, by the way, Sir Dr. Thaddeus Whitmore is dead.
No.
Yes.
Well, he's
Oh,
a bit of an
no.
ass.
Oh, he
anyways.
got acided, huh?
He's full dead.
God.
Do we need him?
There was like
Yeah.
no scream. He just literally
Melted.
like he became soluble.
Did he like Raiders of the Lost Ark status?
Yeah, like
Or like
liquefied.
Witch of the West?
No, like you all like ducked in this spray of acid, and there's now just like a pair of boots that are left.
So cool.
Like he took like the center. He took like the brunt of it. He was like dead center. So he was completely yeah.
Dude, what's the snake have against PhDs?
This smells in here is going to take a longbow shot. 2 longbow shots at Varric.
I'm invisible.
See?
You are invisible. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Then it is going to take 2 shots at Shar.
Sorry, Shar.
Dice roller. Oh god. 21 to hit.
That hits.
So that is where now did it go? Oh, here we go. Okay. So 13 points of damage total. 7 of it is poison.
Okay. Had I taken any damage prior to this?
No.
Okay. All right. And I'm assuming we went into this with full health because
Yes. Yes.
okay. So sorry, 7 points, 13, 7? I forgot.
13 total.
13 total, 7 was poison, got it.
It takes a shot at your gnomish friend, and he takes a shot in the back.
Oof.
That brings us to Varric and Shar.
Shar, would you like to go first?
Not particularly.
Cool. I run at the giant snake.
Okay. What's your movement speed?
30 movements.
You cannot quite close the distance.
Okay. How close is that other snake that shot Shar?
The one that shot Shar is like 15 feet away from you.
We'll smash it.
Okay.
Surprise, motherfucker! That is a...
You have advantage on everything.
Oh, sweet. We'll take that. Okay, so 29, 30,
Both hit.
31.
All 3 hit.
Cool. And we're going to do a disarming strike as well
Okay.
for the first one.
It fails.
Okay. First one is 23 points of damage. We'll try that disarm one more time. 20 points of damage.
It already got disarmed.
You said it failed. Oh, it failed the disarming attack. I mean, it
Right.
failed the save. Sorry. My bad. Then that's a... Then take off... then it's 15 points of damage instead of 20 for the second one.
Okay. Okay.
And the third one is... Ooh. That's 18 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I like to move to the other side of it.
Okay. It is.
Not the stairs, but like to its left.
Yeah. It is very fucking hurt. Like one of its eyes is like completely smashed and ruined. It is barely conscious right now.
Cool.
That brings us to Shar.
Okay. Can you point out where I am on the map?
Actually, sorry. Before you go, this one T priest is going to take a legendary action.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Or an infernal wing attack, and I need both Alara and Sindara to make a dexterity saving throw.
Jesus. All right.
That is
18.
would each be at 14.
Okay. You both take 15 points of fire damage and are knocked prone.
Yeah.
Raro.
Hot, 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 hot.
That's all right. Don't worry. I got something to pop us back up, hopefully.
And then it,
Still going?
let's see, it can move 40 feet
I have maintained
this way.
concentration.
Thank God. Go for the
It's
big
not
one.
I know. You're like, get away from us.
Fuck you
please.
guys.
You do the spells. I'll support you, Varric, from the back lines. Don't worry.
It's alright. I got this. Alright, Char,
Okay.
let's show 'em how
Char,
you
it's your
doing.
go. Jessica?
My bad. I was muted. Is the priestess within 5 feet from Varric?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to take 2 shots with my hand crossbow at the priestess.
What's a priestess? Fuck.
Yeah. Up until now, have I observed any like has she been able to like evade any type of damage?
Yeah. You as that dude got melted, you saw it coming and perfectly made your body like a silhouette behind the pillar to avoid all of the acid
No.
damage.
Not me, but the priestess. Like
Oh. What do you mean?
like, as far as I know, all types of damage work against her, are effective against her.
Oh, it just got hit with force damage from
Okay,
cast, so you haven't detected any kind of damage resistance or anything like that. I will say it is shooting acid out of its mouth that like completely like melted someone, so you get the sense that maybe acid might not be very effective.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go with my plan A. I'm gonna hit her twice with the hand crossbow. And I'm gonna hit her with my dread ambusher. And she's gonna take a sneak attack. So first one is 26 to hit.
Hits.
Nice.
Second one is 31 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Roll those. That is
God, I need more than
11 plus 9. Okay, so 11 plus 9, so that's 20 of piercing damage. Plus my dread ambusher. $23 plus a sneak attack. 23 plus 22 is 45 points of damage, I think, piercing.
Okay.
And then, and sorry, I didn't even see where I was on the map. Where am I?
You are right here. You
Okay.
can see.
Who's closest to me, like enemy-wise? That little guy down below?
Probably equidistant between the this one here is the closest.
He's almost
Okay.
dead too. Finish him off.
Mhm.
I don't have any. I can't hit anymore, so I'm gonna skedaddle. How far can I get? 35 feet. Well, technically, I get an extra 10 with my dread ambusher, but I'm gonna go 35 feet. Where should I go? I'm just
Directly
gonna
up.
go north
Okay.
towards the
There's a
stairs.
compass?
Yeah, the bottom left.
Oh,
Isn't that crazy?
shit.
I know. I just realized that a few
Wow.
sessions ago, and I was like, left. No, my left. No, you're right. Yes.
Is it 35 feet?
Yeah.
Turn around. I don't know how to move them.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay.
Coolio.
All right. That is going to bring us to our other 1T friends.
I think I'd call them friends, if I'm honest.
Oh, sorry. There's 3 other ones. Okay. These 2 are going to swarm Varric.
They can't see him,
So they'll be attacking with a bonus.
They can't see
but they
me.
can't see him.
Oh my god. Fucking hell. I mean, they're
I mean,
still
I mean,
gonna.
they can hit the area. You know,
I
Yeah,
moved where I've
disadvantage.
actually attacked him. That was on purpose. Because I attacked
Right,
him on the
right,
way.
but it's like it got hit by a fucking Goliath that then like moved around it. Like it knows you're there, it just can't see you.
Okay.
They're not like Oblivion NPCs that were like must be the wind.
They could be.
So they're gonna attack at disadvantage, but they are flanking you, which helps. The first one is going to actually they're both going to attempt to do a constricting attack. So you watch as they're just like reaching out, and you watch as their arms unflay and open up into like this bouquet of like smaller snakes as they're just wildly grasping at your form.
I don't like that.
So at disadvantage,
It's gross.
the first one is going to be a 13.
That doesn't grapple.
Oh, and it was so close, and then a 12.
That also doesn't grapple.
So they are like, they're hitting you because you are there.
Yeah.
But they're not able to. What they're trying to do is wrap those snakes around you and just like pull you into their snaky form and like envelop you. They're not able to do that. Like you just bat them away, and then as you pull your arm back, you just have like 1,000 tiny little leech bites from the like snake fingers that they're reaching out with. That brings us to
Gross.
our other FETC friend. She
Just watched her colleague get turned into a puddle.
yeah, she did. Who she was supposed to protect.
The literal reason they were sent with us.
She is going to run over here, whisper something into like this little canister. Like it's almost like she's like whispering a little prayer. She whips out this rifle and loads this like charging like red canister in like a bottom barrel of her little like pipe rifle, and dives and fires and releases a firestorm.
God damn it.
I should have prepared that spell, but I didn't want to hurt everybody.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'll take one for the team, I guess. Firestormy.
Firestorm covers a lot of area.
Yeah. She'll make a perception check to see if she knows where you are. Will someone roll a... I'm going to say the DC of this is going to be 23. Somebody roll a D20 and add 11.
I got it.
You guys
This
go ahead.
determines
I'm not
whether or not
using.
it's-
I don't trust these digital dice.
24.
Okay. So Varric, you will be spared.
Yes, good, good,
Huzzah!
good. Ka-chow.
It's
All right,
crazy.
what's the range on this? It's 10-foot cubes. How far? Oh, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh god. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The dude hasn't even moved yet.
Who cares about distance? Let's go for the narrative.
Okay. Okay. So far. Okay. So there is just this explosion of fire as this. She's basically just like using this weapon as like a flamethrower.
Cool.
And just somehow it like harmlessly like passes through you, Varric, as she does clock where you are. So I need a ton of saves, dexterity saves. Let's see. Oh god, dice roller. Okay, first we'll do the. Ooh, that is a fail.
For big boy?
Yeah. What to do? Oh wait. Is it a fail? It's not a fail. It succeeds. Lol. Okay. Next, that dude's dead. Fail.
My friend is dead?
Succeed. Success and success. Okay. It's pretty good. So will somebody help me with the rolls here? Will someone roll 7d10 fire damage?
Yes, sir.
7?
7d10 is 29.
Okay.
Too
This one cannot live.
No!
I feel that way sometimes too, buddy. It'll be okay.
Dr. Cromulus. He was gonna be my pet.
Yeah, half of that is. Okay. That brings us to this guy here. He is going to rush her and attempt to constrict her.
Did he go through the fire?
The fire actually doesn't. It ignites flammable objects.
Oh, okay.
You know what? We'll say anyone who failed the save is themselves ignited. So they'll take 1d fire damage every turn, unless they put themselves out. He is going to try to attack her and constrict her, which he will.
Dude, these guys are kind of touchy-feely.
Is she injured? Did she get hit
She
by the
is.
acid? Okay.
She did.
Okay.
She's pretty badly hurt.
Okay.
Okay, that brings us to top of the round, Cass.
Oh, okay. She. Okay, so she takes damage, but she's still from this constrict. She's still alive.
She is still alive, yes.
All right. She doesn't deserve my reaction then.
But she and your gnomish friend are hurt very badly.
Yeah, not badly enough.
Nice.
Love that.
Okay. Do we want to be reckless? Are we feeling reckless,
Yes.
guys? Or reckless?
Yes.
That's all I need to hear. Okay.
Reckless.
Oh, but it's not smart.
If we don't almost die, what's the fun?
Well, the recklessness helps us not die.
Oh, yeah. Then what? Keep it up.
You know what? There's more snake priests. Okay.
So real quick, just so you know,
Yes.
when this thing before this thing was taking flight, in that brief period where it moved like in another direction, you see that it's like these tiles are breaking under its weight, and your thoughts go back to when you went to the ruins, where there was the altar where it looked like something heavy like hit that thing and broke it. This definitely does not look like the last high priest that you faced. Like, this thing is otherworldly for sure. So just putting that out there.
Okay. Oh god, okay. I know what the fucking... I really hope this doesn't fuck us up, but... Okay. Halfling casts on his ass, reaches into one of his normal bags and grabs the runic cube. What is it called? The cubic gate. And fiddling around with it, finds the Feywild button, presses it, and tearing into space behind this snake priest is a portal to a fluorescent green forest. And then he backs up and plants his back against this pillar and fires, well, one shot at a time, using, he sort of, right, traveler, if this is the time for guidance, please help me. I'm gonna use my luck points. Well, I mean, fucking, natural 20 for the first one.
Well, hold on. So you're activating you're opening up a gate?
Yes, I am using my action to use the item and then quicken spelling my Eldritch Blast. And I'm opening a gate to the Feywild right behind this priest. A 20-foot large portal that rips into space behind it.
Okay.
Natural 20 for the first hit, using preying upon the traveler, using my luck points. That's cocked. That is 12. It doesn't matter. 17 points of force damage. Well, maybe it does matter. 18 points of force damage. It is launched.
I mean, you're launching it through the gate.
10 feet back, and then he ends concentration on gate, slamming the rift closed.
The dirty man's banishment.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
Okay. So
That was awesome.
you all watch as Cass like cranks open this cube, like jams it shut, and this gate pops up, and then kind of like in that fucking like Stephen King's Gunslinger Idris Elba way, just like holds forward the precursor, fires it once, launches it through it, and as its hand like reaches through, closes the gate, and you just see this like severed like little snake like appendage that just like misses that closure, that just falls on the ground, and it is gone.
Oh shit, that worked. Two other shots at the two snakes harassing Varric. Not at advantage. 26 and a 19.
Both hit.
To the one on the left, that is 6 points of damage, 10 points of damage to the one on the right. And they are both sent 10 feet back.
They'll take an additional 7 damage from the fall because it's 10 feet of stairs you push them down and they land prone.
And he will spend half his movement to get up and then run 15 feet to the other side of the portal. Yeah, that's
Cass, because that was one of the more epic rounds we've had in this campaign, I am going to award you a special inspiration in the form of a luck point.
Oh, I regain
Ooh.
it.
Cool, that's cool,
Yes.
that's cool.
Nice.
Thank you, Traveler.
Okay.
Then my turn.
Voice. I love it.
That brings us to Alara.
Okay. Who's within 30 feet of me? Is anybody, or can I get within 30 feet of like 3 people, like Varric and who else is over there?
Prone.
You're prone.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So with my broom, does that count? I still only have half my movement with that.
Yeah.
Okay. That still leaves me 25 feet of movement. So I'd hop on my broom, fly as close as I could to the group. Can I see Varric in them or no? Actually, it's just 3. I don't have to see him. That's right. I just get to choose 3 people within 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll choose whichever 3 are close within 30 feet. I can't tell who's who really. I can see which one Varric is.
We'll say you get a sense that Varric is within your range. So how
Okay.
many do you get to choose?
3.
Okay, so who are you picking?
Varric, is Sindara over here?
Yeah, you just left her.
Where is
She got
she?
knocked
Oh,
down
she's
with
over
you.
there. Okay.
I'm waiting.
Oh, right. Is she within 30 feet still or no?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll give it to Sindara. And who else we got over here? Looks like,
Cass is
That's-
untouched.
I mean,
so
there's
think that's it.
Oh,
yourself.
that's yes.
oh yeah, I'll hit myself with it. Fuck it.
Oh,
Because I'm gonna need it. Yeah. All right, so yeah, me, Varric, and Sindara.
Actually,
Wait, what is
Varric
this?
There's
didn't
also
take
the
damage.
medic.
I took damage last time. But I'm like way fine.
Yeah,
Don't I
he
get
didn't
to
take the acid
don't I get
breath.
to don't I get to
Talk like-
bane somebody too?
Oh, you're blessing. I thought you were doing a
Yeah.
heal.
Oh,
No, I'm blessing. No, I'm blessing.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
take it. Yes.
I mean, you could also upcast it to hit more targets. So you just decide who are you blessing.
I'll just bless Varric, me, and Sindara.
Okay.
And then who do I get to bane? Because I have that wheel woe charm thing.
Then you get to bane anyone you want that's within range.
Okay, I'll bane that one that's in front of. I think it's in front of Shar.
That's the
Um,
medic.
Or,
That's Evane Cross, your medic.
oh, okay, yeah, the one. I'll bane that one then.
Okay.
And that will be my turn because that is my action. I don't have anything else I can do with the bonus action. All right, yeah, that'll be my turn.
You can move a spiritual weapon.
Oh, right. Where the fuck is that thing even? I'll move that.
It can't hit anything, but it can get closer.
Yeah, I'll move it closer to the nearest bad guy, the nearest baddie.
Okay, so that'll be this over here. It was here. So you can move it here behind you.
Okay, that works.
Okay. that brings to Sandara.
I will. 1 second. Stand
Get
up.
knocked down, but you'll get up again.
You got it.
Fierce, I
I
saw
don't know
that
how to.
head shake.
Disgust.
I don't know how to stand up.
I'm
since
the
I didn't
bard
see that.
here. No
There we
music
go.
puns.
Get out. Okay, and then I will move 15, and then I will Misty Step.
You should have already been popped up, so you should have your full movement. Because
Oh,
Bless
sweet.
pops you up back up.
It's
Does it?
heal.
I thought it
I
had
thought
to
it
be
was
a heal.
healing.
Oh, is it heal? I thought it was Bless. Okay.
That's what
Sorry, it's been a minute.
I'm Misty Stepping the rest of the way. I would like to Misty Step on top of this arch.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The arch must be conquered.
Control
Yeah.
W. Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Yep, clamber.
Got it.
Clamber.
That's good.
And then Fireball.
Oh. Okay.
Nice. Ooh.
Get a range, everybody.
I didn't say who. I said I cast fireball.
I
You
love
got
it.
it.
There's
take-
only 2 left. Oh no, they're.
Well,
Let me
those
see.
guys are alive, just laying
There's
down.
4 left.
Which is reason enough to fireball them because they're laying down on the battlefield.
You can hit all of them if you detonate it perfectly. Here's what I'll do. Give me a spellcasting ability check with a DC of 20 to catch all of them without hurting Varric.
I can take it. If you fail, don't worry. I'm not
Is a
bad.
19.
Nice.
Okay. You can hit all of them if you include Varric.
I
I feel
can
like
take
every
it.
time I hit Barry with fireball,
I can
bad
take
stuff
it.
happens. Seriously. Yeah, I'll hit him.
Okay. Saving
This is a
throws.
Dex?
Yeah.
Dude, my best saving throw. Not really.
It's okay, I rolled a lot of ones.
How's
I
a
mean-
21?
That saves.
Perfectly, the ones on the ground fail and the ones up above succeed.
Nice. Okay, sweet. That is 27 for the fails.
Okay.
So wait, full damage was
27.
50. Full damage is 27?
Yeah, I didn't
Nice.
I'll cast it. Oh, I'm still invisible actually. Never mind.
Yep. So with that, there are 2 piles
that?
of
14?
there are 2 like blackened ash stains in the spot where Cass knocked those Wanti down, as they have been completely incinerated.
And you just hear like the little as Sundar Misty steps and then fireball from nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. You hear this little like, and then there's this little candlelight, and you watch as for a second like the snakes like detect the heat and their little tongues come out and they kind of look at like, what is that? And then it just like completely incinerates them.
Varric sees it and just kind of like covers his eyes.
Yeah, Varric, you kind of know what's
like,
up,
I
so
know!
you like try to like shield yourself from the blast, but you know it's not a big deal for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. With that,
Smash?
There's some
you
enemies that get to go first, unless they're dead.
begin to hear this infernal chanting once again, and at the top of the ziggurat, you begin to see there's like this reddish spell energy that is appearing. Oh god. Oh, what have I
Can't
done?
show us that high.
What have I done? What have I done?
Fuck, can I open controls in that? Jesus Christ.
Control fear.
But you watch as the high priest plane shifts to the top of the ziggurat.
Nice.
Yeah. You know
Do
what?
it,
It got us
do it
time
again,
though.
bitch.
He can do that infinite amount of times.
Well,
Send him to the water plane.
2 more times.
The fire plane. One of the hells.
That one I can do.
Send him to the void.
That one I can also do.
Good luck getting back from
I
the
was gonna say
void.
something fucked up and say send him to the 9/11 plane.
Jesus Christ.
Send him to the towers.
Oh god. GM
Send him to
tools make you
the
niche.
trash island in the Pacific.
Alright. Yeah, and what's annoying is there's like no save. It's just
It's
kind of a nasty combo.
You gave me a legendary item that allows me to cast Gate 3 times a day.
I feel like you're really good with like the item combos. Like the telekinetic ring and the Eldritch Blast upwards.
D&D combat
Why are
is
you like
boring.
blaming this on me, Pierce? Like, look, man, I give you guys fun items, and then I just abide by the rules when you use them against me.
Yeah, hey, I'm not complaining.
All
I
right,
figured
that
he
it
could
takes
come
his
back.
whole turn to do that, and he's at the top of the ziggurat because plane shift is not very precise. That brings us to
What are the chances he would come back here? Well, whatever.
Varric's turn.
Very. All right. He's at the top of the temple.
Yep.
I begin sprinting in that direction,
Sorry for the terrible.
and I yell at Sundara to zap me up there as I sprint.
Where's just my command?
Okay, so are you holding an
What to
action?
support?
I am holding my action to whenever anyone gets within. Okay, let me rephrase. I'm holding my action to anytime an enemy gets into my range, I smash.
Okay.
I don't want someone to, like, one of my teammates to catch up with me and then get smashed.
Yeah.
That would not be good.
Okay. That is going to bring us to Shar.
How far am I from the lizard lady?
You are. Where are you? In here. You're about 70 feet.
Dang.
I mean, you've got insane movement. There's also a structure in here, like under it.
A structure? What does that? What do you mean? Where?
So if you look at the ziggurat, there's like
Yeah.
it's standing on the roof, but there's like a semi-open structure beneath it that you could get into.
I see. Is the range in parentheses? What does that mean again?
That's your
So
long
you have a
range.
long shot that you can shoot at the higher range at disadvantage unless you took sharpshoot.
Sure. I think did I take sharpshoot? I feel like I did. Sharpshoot.
Let's see, feats. You do have sharpshooter.
Okay, so I can use it without disadvantage.
So you basically only have a long range.
That was sick, and I can just shoot her from here.
You can.
Oh,
Also, you can, just so you know, you can take penalties of -5 to your attack to add +10 damage.
What?
Yeah. So anytime you want to do like a sharpshooter attack, you can do that.
Okay. Can I make that decision after I roll to attack?
No, you have to choose first.
10 to add just a plus 10 to damage, just a straight 10. Oh,
Straight
that's pretty
10.
good. All right. Well, I'm gonna do a classic Char combo, a Char shooter.
Oh shit.
I guess I wouldn't be in sneak attack territory here because I'm in plain sight.
Right. I mean, if you wanted, you could try. If you could close the distance without bonus actioning, you could hide. You could bonus action hide in the structure, peek out, and shoot it, or you could attempt to. But I don't know if you can close, or that's what Shar thinks.
Yeah. Can I double dash? What does that cost me?
That's action.
Okay.
But remember, what's your movement speed?
35.
Yeah. I mean, remember, as a Tabaxi, you can double your movement for free. So you can close.
Wait,
you can
what?
close the distance, but you don't have much more distance to like peek and fire.
Okay,
So
that's fine.
I'd give you like a penalty to shoot.
That's okay. I'm gonna close the distance. So I'm gonna go to the top of the ziggurat. If I was inside of that structure, would I still have sight on her?
Sort of. That's what I'm saying. Like, basically, what I would do is give you a shot. Oh, I was gonna say I was gonna give it 3/4 cover, but as part of sharpshooter, you actually ignore cover.
Okay.
So you basically can like go in there like Call of Duty slide, and then like peek, and just with like seeing a little bit of it, like thread the needle and fire a shot.
Dolphin dive.
Well, what I'm actually gonna do is I'm actually not gonna take an attack because I'm gonna use my action to do rope trick and conceal myself.
Okay. All right. That's just an action. It's not like a minute.
It's
Alright.
a spell.
No, I know it's a spell, but it doesn't take like a minute to cast.
Yeah, I think it's just one action.
Trick, baby roped. It's just an action. I'm just playing the game, man.
Rewarded by a 2nd level ranger spell. Fuck. All right, Char's doing her bullshit.
Where does she go? Where does the rope trick happen? I'm sorry.
Up at the ziggurat.
Up at the very
yeah.
top.
Here.
Oh, I see her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Char's gone. That brings us to it is going to take a legendary action. Infernal wing attack. There is a pillar of fire, and it's going to go here. That brings us to my 1T. Actually, no, it's artificer. So this guy here is gonna. You watch, he like pulls something out of like a backpack that he has, and it looks like a big rifle that he just like drops on the ground, and as it hits, it begins to roll, and then you hear this like kind of arcane humming, and the cannon itself just begins levitating, and then turns and aims towards one of the 1T, and before it even like lines up with it, just starts to fire this like rapid fire, like these like arcane little darts. And it is just gonna lay into this first 1T. That hits and deals 17 points of damage. He is then going to run screaming at this one with Gauntlet out and cast Shocking Grasp. And miss. Okay, that brings us to the Wanti. This one's going to attack him. This one is going to continue to... it's constricting your cleric friend. It is restraining her, and now it's just going to take a series of bites into her. First one hits. Okay. So with the first strike, you watch as it bites into her neck, and you watch as Yvain Cross is like struggling against it, drops her rifle, and is basically like punching it in the head, and then her swings kind of become like weak, and then she passes out as it like completely envelops around her body.
Cass uses his reaction to cast Abeyance as he sees this a second or two before it happens. And the attack, a silver flash of light passes over Yvain, and this attack goes through her harmlessly.
Okay. Abeyance is up.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, she like wakes up, continues fighting. It now takes its second attack against her, which would have been a coup de grace, and bites down even deeper into her neck. And now she passes out, but she did not take the coup de grace. And you're concentrating on Abeyance.
Yes. How much damage was it, if it's ever relevant?
It was a 15.
15, okay.
Okay. That is going to bring us to Yvain Cross is going to make a death save. Success. That brings us to top of the round, Cass.
God. Okay. He casts. Is Yvain being grappled?
Yes, she is restrained.
Okay. So if I try to forcibly remove her, it would be a contesting check.
I mean, depending on how you attempt to do it, if you're just trying to muscle her away, then yeah. Like this thing, like part of its body is like this amalgamation of snakes in certain places, and she's almost like enveloped inside this thing with these like tiny snakes that are all just like essentially eating her.
Okay. God. Alara, please do something. I'm going to drop concentration on Hex, keep Abeyance up, and then I have a charm I can... Oh, shit. Well... Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna make 3 Eldritch Blast attacks. I'm playing a fucking Warlock. Who are we kidding? I'm 3 Eldritch Blast attacks against the one attacking her. Jesus Christ. 29, natural 20, and then 21.
Okay.
So natural 20 first is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16 points of force. forcibly removed, hopefully, 10 feet back.
It's not going to forcibly remove them. It's going to knock them both back.
Okay.
Because it's just like one mass
Mhm.
of body. Like if you start knocking it around, like they're going to move together.
Okay. So then the second and third shot won't be repulsing blast.
You can choose.
Yeah, I can choose.
You know what? Here's what I'll say. You're attempting to separate them right now, right?
Yeah, I'm fine with it not. That makes sense. I'm fine with it not
Well,
removing.
here's what I'll do is I'll say there's a non-zero chance that it works, but the chance is pretty low.
Yeah, I don't want to launch. I don't want to launch her down the stairs. So
Yeah. So let me see. Go ahead and make a spellcasting ability check at disadvantage.
disadvantage. That's a natural one.
Okay.
The other two attacks, once I see it, it pushes them back, both back 10 feet. He dials down, turns his gun to stun, and just does 17 points of force damage and doesn't push them back anymore.
So an additional 17?
An additional 17 for the final two hits.
Okay, it is extremely hurt, but still up.
And then
Does a vein go with it?
Yeah.
oh, the 10 feet knocked them to the bottom of the stairs.
Yep.
Well, shit. Oh well. Bonus action. He will. Bonus action. Vine sort of encompass his small halfling form, constrict him. He's gone, and then he pops into existence next to Sundara. Misty steps up there, and then uses his movement to lay prone.
Okay. Jasmine, you're the clamber master, so I'll leave that to you.
I'm Clamberman? Oh, yes. Okay.
That is going to bring us to... That's all you got? Oh, Lara, you are up.
All right. First off, we're gonna do a mass cure wounds. Is that one person who fell down the stairs within 60 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll do a mass cure wounds. I get to choose up to 6 creatures. So obviously all allies. I think there's only 6 of us within range. Yeah. So everybody within 60 feet regains. Ooh, nice. 28 points of healing. Let's see, and then I think that's it because that's an action to do that. Mass cure wounds. Yeah, it's an action to do that, and then that will be it for now. So, but if you got healed, you pop back up from prone.
Sorry, Cass.
I'm at full health. You can't heal me. I'm still prone.
You can't heal me. I'm down.
Should like throwing a rock at you or something, hit you in the forehead, like ha.
One damage.
All right.
I mean, I'll say, like, Cass can get healed if you don't want to go prone, if you don't want to get picked up,
He's bear
the
hugging
magic
the
still
pillar.
affects you, but you still, yeah, like, you can still maintain your prone status, and you can still take the healing.
Okay.
I will say, like, the magical energy does start to pick you up, and then you, like, freak out and start pulling at the pillar, and that's how you manage to stay prone. So it does freak you out a little bit. Okay, anything else, Alara?
Nope, that should be it.
Okay, do you want to move your spiritual weapon?
Yeah, fuck it. I'll move it at one of these altars to my right. They have the 2 altars or whatever there are. I'm gonna try to start taking one of those down.
Oh, you want to like attack the altar?
Yeah.
Okay. It's just it's a brazier of fire.
No,
So
no,
go ahead
not
and roll.
that, not that. The ones, yeah, it's heading in the right direction, but I mean the big towering
Oh,
ones
this
on the
one
ends of the courseway.
Oh,
at the
okay.
beginning.
There's one behind you that's closer
It's
to the west.
Okay, yeah, there, that works.
your spiritual weapon is menacingly making its way towards their towards a structure that you hope
It's
is
like breaking other
dear
people's temples.
to their quaint and primitive religion.
Yeah, exactly. All
I
right,
love it.
It's
Let 'em
basically
know.
a siege weapon. That's
right.
how you use it.
All right, Sandara, you are up.
I'm gonna do some effery. How high
Please.
up is this guy?
About 40 feet up.
Okay. Barrick, get ready. Okay. I'm going to drop concentration. Barrick and I become visible. I'm going to cast Twin Vortex Warp. And I'm going to
Oh,
I'm gonna warp Barrick up there. And then I'm gonna warp a vein to behind Alara.
Oh wait, you're warping what behind? Oh, a vein behind
A vein
Alara.
behind Alara and Varric up to the priestess.
That's so fucking cool.
I'm
Okay.
hoping that Varric gets a solid grip.
Okay.
Let's see.
So Varric, you are holding your action. You get launched up. A vein does get pulled away from this thing towards Alara. Okay. Um, okay.
Then I will do
Varric,
a
as you get
quicken
launched,
firebolt. Oh, I'll wait. Oh, wait.
yeah, because he's holding his action. So now this
Oh, yeah.
triggers. You are holding your
Cards.
action to attack, but as soon as you attack, you're gonna fall.
You're muted.
So what's the plan here?
I'm gonna use my grappling strike maneuver.
Okay.
nice.
I knew I got
Is
this
there
maneuver for a reason.
is there a save?
It's a standard grapple.
So
Well,
is it
okay.
a save or a contested check?
I hit. There's a check, but I get to add the
Yeah,
maneuver
the thing to the
to-
damage. So go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh, baby Jesus. 23.
That hits.
Now we athletics check each other.
Is it an athletics check or a save?
It's an athletics. Contesting athletics.
Okay. It is going to choose to fail.
Cool.
Interesting.
Do I need to roll then?
No.
Okay, so it is grappled.
Like it's basically as you pop up, it whips around and you like hit it as you go to reach out to it. And you realize that as you reach out to like grab what you realize through its robes is just like a bundle of large like pythons. As you grab that, you feel its arm like very gently like caress your back and pull you closer to it. So it's like cradling you in the air.
Got it. Love it.
Intimate. Very intimate.
So it does take 20 damage.
Okay.
And I mean, do I only get to make one attack, or do I get all
Yeah.
3 of my attacks?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll continue assaulting it.
What is it?
24. And 30.
Both hit.
Cool. Come on. 15. 13.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna attempt to. Can I use movement in here or no? No. Okay, never mind. I'm done. I mean, that's all I can do. I'm done.
Okay. That brings us to rest of Sundara's turn.
I will quicken firebolt the guy at the bottom of the stairs. It is a 28 to hit.
Okay, roll damage.
15 damage.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Yes.
Nice.
So Yvain's like disappears from his grasp, and he's like coiled in and not looking up at where she might have gone. And then when he finally looks up, firebolt to the face. Firebolt to the face.
Okay. So you watch as it like looks up, and there's like that Jurassic Park moment where it just like hisses at you, and like its like thing flares out as the invisibility goes down, and then you just like incinerate its face and just kind of turns into ash, and then the body falls, and you watch as like the snakes that make up this amalgamation kind of begin to separate and like for a second like writhe around and then kind of slow and die. Okay, that is bring us. Okay, perfect. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
Okay. That is going to bring us to the High Priestess.
I'm sorry. Yvain got healed with the mass cure wounds, right?
Yes.
Okay. When? Oh shit. I'm sorry. How much? How much did she get healed?
It was 28 points each, I think.
Okay, 20.
Yeah.
When she got healed and came back up, the abeyance dropped on her. Cast dropped it
Okay.
as a free action, so she takes
So
15
she's down
points.
to. Yeah, so she's down to 30.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The Wanti High Priestess is going to fly 80 feet up.
I love this.
We've got contingencies.
Contingency. I'm gonna wear this guy like a parachute.
So hold on, 80 feet. So that's 16 tiles? Yeah. So we're going to go
Daddy
26.
needs new snakeskin shoes.
Okay. At this range, she is going to cast a spell. So is anybody reacting to her casting the spell?
Yeah, I'll punch her.
Yeah.
You've already used your reaction by executing your health.
Okay.
All of your items are non-magical.
That is, well, yeah, true. Correct, yes.
So your resistance is gone
Which resistance?
from your
The
armor.
physical damage?
Yeah. And any
Okay.
bonus you get from, so you essentially have like an unenchanted warhammer right now.
It's already unenchanted.
I thought you were using a plus, it was like a +3.
Oh, that's an enchantment? I just thought that was made
No.
with better metal, but okay.
No. So it's just like a regular d20 plus your strength and proficiency, and then it deals like a d8 or a d10.
So just plus 10. Like all my other weapons.
Right.
Cool. That's fine. And then so I understand that this is an amalgamation of smaller snakes.
To an
Right.
extent, it weaves in and out. It's like part of its body are like, it seems like parts of its body is like one solid huge snake, with parts of its anatomy breaking out into smaller snakes coming out of the larger body, with some of them maybe being symbiotic. You don't fully know.
Don't fully know. Okay. Well, okay. I'm just gonna continue to smash on it until I have a better idea. I could do all this within the grapple, correct?
Correct.
28, 23, natural 20.
Okay, I'll hit.
Cool. And then I'm going to use Stone Strike on all three of these. I don't think I can make it move to push it, but I'm just going to take the extra damage.
Okay.
The first one's 18.
I mean, I'll tell you what. With the stone strike, I'll allow you a contested athletics check to blast you off of it.
I don't want to blast off of it.
Okay.
I just want to smash it hard.
Okay.
The second one is 19. And the last one is double trouble. 42 points of damage. And
How much damage did the stone strike deal?
on this last one,
Yeah.
6.
6? Okay. That does not work in the anti-magic field.
None of it works?
Not the stone strike.
Okay, so 7 and 8 is 15, 30 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I get to try and smash again because it was critical.
With your bonus action and I think your reaction, right? Well, you only get one. You can use one or the other for your first
I'm going to
crit.
use the bonus.
Okay. And if you crit again, you can do your reaction.
Well, I didn't, but I did get a 21.
21 misses.
21 misses. Fuck that shit. Varric
Okay.
now angry.
Anything else?
I'm gonna continue to grapple.
Okay.
I'm not gonna ungraffle.
It is going to, at the end of your round, it's going to do a legendary action. I need you to make a
Mhm.
dexterity saving throw, please.
I do those. 19.
Okay. You take 15 points of damage, of fire damage.
Cool.
Oh, you know what? Is this amount?
I already did it. I already took the damage.
Yeah. No, I'm
Oh, it can't cast spells inside of its own field,
well,
right?
it's not a spell. And its ability to fly is an innate effect.
What does that have to do with the fire?
Well, the fire was basically reflavoring of its fly ability. Here's what I'll do. I'll give you the damage, but it still gets the movement speed. So you can reverse the damage, but it's going to move another 40 feet up.
So I don't take 15 points.
So you don't take the damage.
Okay.
We've been here before, guys. You see how this
Use
ends.
this time.
Guys, trust me.
No.
It
You
just
do-
made itself not do magic.
You do not make soft landings.
I heard Jasmine say she has a plan. And I trust her.
Sindar didn't say that, right?
I said I heard Jasmine say she had a plan. And so I trust Jasmine as James. Varric, reckless. Now I can't let go because I don't know what the consequences are. I'm along for the ride.
Char, it is your go.
Oh, sorry, let me
How
move
far
them
am
back.
I from being directly underneath Varric and Snakely?
They are 160 feet in the air.
No, like from the point on the floor.
Yeah, I know. So they're 160 feet in the air. You
No, she
are.
wants to be directly under that. Right?
Yeah, like on the ground level.
Well, you're trying to shoot them, right?
No, I'm trying to use my rope trick as an extra dimensional safety blanket to catch Varric when he falls.
There's no way that your second level ranger spell can do that.
Says who?
I don't know because I don't read second level ranger spells, but I'm checking.
Okay. It would require a little bit of fudging because it says that technically the rope has to hang perpendicular to the ground, and in this case, it would require the rope to be parallel to the ground. But I'm asking again, pretty please, for narrative purposes.
It also doesn't say that you
Because
can't
it's
throw
a
the rope.
funny visual to have Char, Tom and Jerry style, running underneath, like with an extra
Trying to catch
dimensional.
me.
Here's the thing, Jessica, I love this. Maybe there's something there, but I need you to verbalize to me exactly how. Because, like, the issue is not, like, what he's landing on, it's the speed at which he's landing on it.
True.
Yeah.
So at this height, if he were to fall into the ocean, like, it would still deal damage.
I mean, the thing that which he would be landing in would just be space, because the thing I'm basically opening up a portal to extra dimensional space. And so, there's no thing for him to theoretically make impact with.
It's a 3 by 5 foot window.
That's what I can see out of. It's a 10-foot rope.
An invisible entrance opens.
Of undisclosed dimensions but based on what I have in my inventory, I have a 10-foot rope.
Right, the length of the rope is not the issue; it's the opening.
Okay, fine.
So here's what I'll
3
do.
feet is, it's
Here's what I'll do.
pencil dive. Fair.
Because yeah, I mean,
I'm into it.
Okay. So you're gonna get into position.
Now, I'd just like to say, fantastic plan. I don't know about it though, so that might be an issue.
I mean, we are getting a lot of mileage out of this rope trick. So you can cover that distance, I'll say, with your. You probably want to bonus action dash.
Can I just double my speed with a tabaxi boost?
Magic.
You could, but I wonder if you'd want to actually save that for like if you need to dash and cast the spell.
That's a good point.
I can dash
'Cause
and cast.
you don't know that he's going to land exactly right there.
Yeah, that's true. So basically,
So-
just myself.
Yeah, so you can get in a position with a bonus action, and then if you want, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Already, he is.
Gonna die.
Let me see what's
Dude, 3 by 5 feet is gonna be a tight fit.
Agency.
Like, I don't know how wide my shoulders are, but
Come on, you're not 5 feet wide.
no, I'm not. But it's still gonna be tight.
I
I
said,
mean, he's landing flat. He's losing a head or feet.
well, don't.
Preferably
then-
the feet.
Come on,
So,
die.
so I assume you're holding an action to cast rope trick at where
Yes.
he. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. That's your
This is
turn.
the craziest. This is the craziest
the-
thing ever.
High Priestess is going to use a legendary action for a bite attack
Further.
against Relic. So dice. This is getting pretty wacky. That's a 31 to hit for 17 points of piercing damage.
How many points was that again?
17 points of piercing damage.
Blood raining down from the sky. Yet.
So I don't do any. I don't get the -3 for heavy armor
Nope.
master.
Because the ability that it counts as heavy armor is a magical ability.
But I am resistant to almost all physical damage. Is that part of the armor, or is that me as a human?
It's you as a human, but you're not wearing heavy armor anymore.
Well, I'm still
It is-
wearing it.
No. The armor itself is medium armor. It has a magical ability that allows it to count as both medium and heavy armor.
That's where the -3 comes from.
Right.
But the piercing damage being halved, that's not the armor.
That's you being a Goliath?
Yeah, what? Where's that coming from? You're not a
Yeah,
barbarian.
where is
I
that
don't know.
coming from?
We've been
Right.
doing that this whole time.
Yeah, it's from the
I
armor.
didn't know where it was. Okay, then 17. I got it.
Not to creep on.
Cool.
If you were a barbarian and you were raging, it would be a different story. If you were wearing heavy armor, then you get the -3. But this is technically medium armor that, in its enchantment, counts as heavy. So, okay, that brings us to Mr. Durain. Let's see. Oh God. He looks up and just goes, "Oh shit." He's gonna turn and open up on the last 1T, and it is extremely hurt. And yeah, he's gonna be able to blow it away.
Wait, does that mean my cloak is no longer billowing?
I mean,
The most
it's pretty billowy right
serious.
now.
The most important
That's fine.
thing.
Fucking bullshit, dude.
Okay, a vein
Okay.
cross.
Hey guys, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I gotta go. The kid's crying her head off. If I get a chance, try to fly me within feet, or if Varric's about to fall, and I have that thorn whip that'll work, and that'll pull him towards me. Maybe that'll cancel his momentum,
That's
or
not
it'll rip
going
him in
to.
half.
Yeah.
Probably the
Okay.
latter.
Gotta
All
believe in
right.
the rope, man.
Yep. All right. Bye, guys.
All right, you dude.
Okay.
Bye.
right,
I choose
uh,
to resist Thorn Whip.
Yeah, disregard that. We're
crazy.
not doing that now that he's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the player said.
Fuck.
A vein cross is going to heal herself for 15. Okay.
Ooh, vein. Ooh, vein.
Top of the round, Cass.
Shoot it.
So, I can get this one, right? Or have you got his sort of falling thing taken care of?
Oh, you're
He
like
said,
next to me on the ground.
he says to Sandara right next to him.
Don't. I had a plan this time.
Alright, can I do mine? I think it'll be more fun.
I mean, yeah, sure. I'll just stand by as a backup, I guess.
Yeah. He sort of scrambles up to his 3-foot high stature. Uses his reaction and holds his action for gate for wherever on the
Well-
floor of wherever Varric is going to fall, if he does fall.
Okay.
And then
Wait, did you get up? Sorry.
he did get up, yes.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, he says, you know, just in case this fails, you're pretty good at catching people, I suppose. I believe in you. And he bonus action inspires Sindara.
Thanks,
Okay.
Cass.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Your plan is to catch me on the ground, right? If that fails, she doesn't have time to do anything.
I just want to see where you're gonna land before, like a
There's
tent, like
just holes in the ground. There's just holes to various dimensions all over the ground.
yeah.
This
All right,
is
Alara
hilarious.
double dashes up.
If I get thorn whipped by this woman, she's gonna need to roll a new character.
That's intense. She can make it here.
Could you zoom up
Yes.
so I can see what's going on a little bit better? Yeah, okay, cool. That's great.
Oh, wait, hold on. How far away are they? They're within 60 feet.
Of who?
This way?
Of, the Varric is within 60 feet on the ground. Like, looking up, like, trigonometry or whatever.
He is 160 feet in the air.
In the air.
No,
but
he's saying what's his,
his, yeah.
that's his A. He's asking what his B is.
Yeah.
Like
Forget the C.
Pythagorean theory of the
Along
ship.
the ground, yeah. What's his
Who
B?
cares about
Alright,
the
I'm
hypotenuse?
looking at my own tails part. Let me.
Oh,
There's a measurement.
he's
here.
asking how far away is
Someone press M.
Char. Oh, I can measure. I forgot. Is that it?
From here to here, so it's we'll call it.
Oh God.
What is happening?
Yeah, he's within about I'd say like 50 feet away from you, Cass. Yeah,
Okay, that's good. That's good.
directly at that spot,
That's fine with me.
which you know.
Shit.
I mean, currently it's flying directly
Oh,
up, but
boy,
I assume it can go in other directions
Right.
other than directly above.
Okay, Cass is gonna jump down. Cass is gonna jump down and move 15 feet towards him. Like, hold it like baseball glove in the air, trying
You're-
to, like, predict.
Thank you.
That's fine.
Okay. So we're gonna speed through the next couple rounds of initiative.
Okay.
Go.
So Alara's in chase. Sandara, what are you doing?
I cast fly on myself,
Okay. And where are you going?
and I'm flying past. I'm like towards Shar, but in the air. I don't know how to. Oh, there.
Okay.
So
So I'm like here. I have a fly feet of 60 feet.
Okay.
I don't.
That is going to bring us to
I don't know how to go higher.
the High Priestess. She is going to do a couple things. First off, 2 claw attacks. Oops, wrong dice. The first one is a 27 to hit.
it's
Second one is only an 18.
that is my lowest loss.
Okay. It is going to make a constricting attack. Yeah. 27 to hit. And then it's going to do a flurry of bites.
Just give me the total of all the damage.
Yeah. And that's going to be a 19 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. Um. Two of those are 26, 46.
I would like to state that before I asked to get teleported to this guy, I didn't know he was going to fly.
I didn't either.
I just
I'm
knew he
gonna
was
be
on top
honest.
of the
Yeah.
temple. But by then it's too late for me to.
That's 87 points of piercing and
Wowzers.
poison. And bludgeoning.
Wowzers.
And it is going to fly another 80 feet up.
Oh my god. Lord.
32.
We can just leave
I mean, I
it.
feel like
We
at
can
this
just leave
point,
it
the only
there.
person we blame is Alex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just leave it there. So we're at 160. So now we're at
We're at 240.
40. Okay. Varric.
Mm-hmm.
Release yourself.
Here you go.
Man. Get out of there.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yep.
Done.
Yeah. Everyone has their arms up, just waiting to catch you.
We're ready.
Literally everyone.
Varric looks around. Am I like in cloud height yet?
Uh,
Why not?
I mean, you're 240 feet in the air, so not really.
The 20-story building, 24-story building.
I look down. My friends are directly below me.
Mhm.
Can I just let go?
You are now being conscripted.
Does that mean I can't hit him?
You can hit him, or you can try to escape.
Okay, what do I have to do to escape?
Athletics check.
Oh, cool. I like those. I do those. Skills. What is my athletics? Come on, dice Jesus. 35.
Fighter.
35.
Oh no, sorry. 32. 18, 15,
Still amazing.
32, right?
Yeah, that beats my 25.
33.
Okay.
Okay, 33. Sorry, I can't
As
do
you
math.
as you break free, which is an excellent move because it looks like it was going to attempt to like take you on a journey now.
Yeah.
It is actually going to go into free fall with you.
Cool. I'm gonna go straight Jesus pose.
Perfect.
It's kind of like.
So it's like reaching out towards you and it's just falling with you, and you just have it like hissing above you as this like falling serpent is like careening towards the earth.
Is it trying to grab me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna move into dive
I mean
position.
you can't you can't you're both in free fall. I mean it's a 240-foot drop, so you've got like a couple seconds to position yourself for whatever awaits. So what are people doing as these two things are falling?
I got him. I got him.
Everybody's holding their action.
I said I had a contingency. I'm gonna cast Extended Feather Fall.
What is that gonna do?
Make me
It's Feather
Uh,
Fall with a bigger distance.
So
But
Sindar,
she still takes damage, right?
you're casting Featherfall?
Hmm.
Okay.
With some meta magic spice.
Okay. As you do,
And I'm not choosing to slow the serpent.
But it can
Right.
fly.
It's
I-
not gonna in the second that you start slowing down, it is not going to slow down at the same speed.
Yeah, but
I
it can
see
That
fly.
is
you're
physically
lurking in realization. As you cast that spell, there's this like warbling
Oh, I can't get spelled on.
around the anti-magic
I think
field.
that-
So they're still falling. Who else is doing what?
I wonder what that's gonna mean for my fucking rope trick. I'm gonna try it anyways. I'm just directly underneath the alleged point of impact with a
Oh,
rope.
no. God.
Gnarly rope
It
burn.
What am
was
I
not
supposed to do?
fall with you.
Just trust me,
Freaking
guys.
kick off.
I got this.
I don't,
Okay,
don't know what I'm supposed to do with this rope.
Alex really
okay,
likes
okay.
killing
Shar's,
you with
Shar's,
distance.
once I find my position, I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna
Okay, so
jump
first
in
up-
and just wait.
Hold on. First up, Shar, give me an Arcana check that's a DC 30.
Oh, come on. Hi.
Actually, it's open-ended what the DC is just based on what you get.
I
There's
suck at
grading, but
Arcana.
a full success is a 30.
Okay, well I got a 5.
Okay. Magic is a pretty useful and versatile thing, and this is a fantastic idea. So you now give me a spellcasting ability check. Wisdom just plus d20. The DC for this is a 20. I mean, it's graded, but a full success is a 25, which I think is just a natural 20.
I got a 15.
Okay. So you cast your spell and you create this 5-foot extra dimensional space with a rope that is like sticking out of it and like hanging down off of one end. You get it oriented correctly. If Varric can thread the needle, there's a chance that he might shoot into this extra dimensional space for better or for worse.
Can I see this? Does it look different
Yeah.
than the rest of the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have no clue what awaits through
Cool,
the
yeah.
extra dimensional space.
Yeah,
because
it
it's
could just
not
be.
necessarily going to stop your fall, but
I could just fall
Okay.
forever in there.
who knows?
Oh man, hitting the ground might be better.
So, okay, so they're falling. Cass, you're the last one with the reaction. What are you doing?
Okay. Snake guy, or Varric wrestled free, began free fall. They're 280 feet up in the air.
240.
240. How far do they fall within this round? Is it assumed
They
that
fall.
if nothing,
They're hitting the ground this round.
they're hitting the ground at the at the end of this turn?
Yes, you can act before they hit the ground.
How far away is the snake from Varric? Because presumably, like, Varric wrestled himself free, and it's got to be some kind of. Can he just go? Can the snake go into free fall as a free action when it's flying?
Here's what I'll. It can go into free fall as a free action.
Okay.
And the thing is, they both had momentum going upwards, so it's not like Varric falls down. It's like he breaks free as he's still going up. So here's what we'll do. Varric will do a contested initiative check, and if you beat the serpent, that the difference is literally how many feet you can be away from it.
$25.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
Alert.
No way.
So you are just within that anti-magic field. You're 7 feet within it.
So I'm within 7 feet of the.
You're within 7 feet of the serpent.
Okay. That's close, guys. He's chomping at the bit.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, it's a huge body. So yeah, but it's close.
Chomping.
So he's falling. Cass, what are you doing?
Sorry, Varric. Stop riding on things that fly into the air. It doesn't matter. A tear in reality pops up, fucking 60 feet up from the air, from the floor, and Varric looking down, you see a starry expanse. Far off in the distance, there's a giant floating rocky structure of some sort, and he opens up a gate to the astral plane right underneath Varric.
Can I breathe in space?
It's not exactly space, but
I don't know that.
it doesn't matter.
Cool.
You're meeting the pavement very quickly.
I go into the astral plane?
No.
Okay. So the gate is how many feet up? 60 feet up?
60 feet up from the ground.
Okay. As they fall together, just at the cusp of that gate, as they pass through, there is like this perfect like dispersion of the gate, and it coalesces after they pass through it. With that, Varric, give me a straight acrobatics check.
$18.
Okay. So 18 is exactly how much of this damage you can negate. Which actually is not as bad as it could have been. So it's 176 points of fall damage.
What's the rule about dying immediately?
If you go to half below your hit points in one hit.
Yeah, my hit points are 186.
How many hit points did you have though?
61.
Okay, so how much damage did you mitigate?
You said 15.
18.
18.
Minus 18, minus
100 and-
86.
100 and
That's
Hey, you're good.
No,
yeah.
61. 61 points.
Yeah, you're still
So it was 176 minus 61. And then how many hit points do you have right now?
I have 61 hit points. What's my max?
yeah, but you negated us.
18.
Okay, so you take a total. So you go 97 below max.
which is 194 total. Which you have
And what's your
less
total hit
than
points?
that, right?
186.
So you're splatted.
Wait. 186?
Yeah, my total hit points are 186.
You're
Isn't
8 hit
nine-
points away.
isn't- Wait, because 186.
That's my max hit points.
Oh, it's 93. Yeah, you were 4 hit points away from surviving.
So he didn't fall into my extra dimensional space.
Your extra dimensional space gets dispelled as soon as the.
Fuck. Well, what happens to me? Because I'm inside of it.
We'll resolve that as well.
You're gone forever. We both disappear. What happens to the snake? I guess it
Hold
can
on.
fly. so
Hold
that's right.
on. Okay. So massive damage reduces you to 0, and there's damage if you die. You die if the remaining damage equals or exceed your hit point max, not half of your hit point max.
So I'm
I thought that was the
down.
number we were doing.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
I thought it was. If it's
Yeah.
not,
That's what I
it's
better than
perfectly
half.
okay with it.
Okay. I don't remember. We got multiple people because for me, even just now, I'm like, it should be half.
Yeah, you
That's
said it
what I
was.
thought it
That's how we were
was.
playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Varric is splatted. Now we're gonna see how much damage this thing takes. Hang on. One quick point of order. It is going to attempt. Varric, were you aiming for the window?
What window?
The one that Char made?
No, I didn't. I couldn't see it. The gate's higher.
That's a good point.
I mean, I would have seen it maybe for a second, but it wouldn't have changed.
Okay, last point of order. We're gonna have a random. Somebody roll a random d20. It has to be a 16 or higher for Varric to fall in the window, and then we'll resolve what that might mean.
I'd like to roll.
Wait a
it.
second.
No.
Question.
You can't do it.
Is
No,
the
Varric.
anti-magic
It's my
thing
thing.
that the thing
No, yeah.
was that a spell?
It was.
Okay. I'm just gonna raise a point here because it says in the description that spells can't cross through the entrance into or out of the extra dimensional space. And I would consider the extra dimensional space after it's been casted to be a physical thing. That is this argument
The reality is that it doesn't matter because this thing does not want to take the full damage, which means as it gets through the gate, it's going to attempt to like get some of that momentum like outwards so that it doesn't take the full damage itself.
Wait, are we talking about the dimensional
We're
gate
talking about
or the box?
Well, I'm talking now about the serpent.
the serpent
okay.
falling through the 3 by 5 foot window. Is that even...
At the last second, it's going to attempt to move, or to attempt to break some of its fall, because it can fly, which means at some point Varric is going to separate from it because it can slow and he can't.
I see.
So did I go through the portal or not?
So what
I'm
did you
very
roll?
confused. I didn't roll anything because I didn't know what I was rolling for.
Roll a d20, and you need a 16 or higher.
Well, that's not that.
Okay.
Damn it.
You missed the portal. Right next to it, Varric hits the pavement.
So I still am
Dead.
a puddle.
Yeah, you're dead.
You're dead.
But now you can take my remains to my family.
Sure, man.
I don't know if they'll want to see that, but sure.
My items.
Now, hold on. I don't want to keep doing this,
Keep
but
doing this.
the interactions are interesting.
I don't want to keep doing this.
How does your armor read, Varric?
What do you? It doesn't read anything because you just said,
It's an
It's armor.
"Hey,
anti-magic field.
remember this. Here's put some medium
But
armor."
what
on."
I'm saying is, at the time of impact, all your stuff gets re-enchanted.
Ugh. I mean, it's just -3 because it's one hit, I guess.
It's the having the bludgeoning damage that would come into play.
So I'm outside of the field when I hit the ground.
When you hit the ground, you would be outside of the field.
So yeah, I guess it would have
Oh,
the bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
If this is how we're gonna play it, then yeah.
Well, yeah, because the priestess is not taking full damage here. She's gonna move at the end. She's gonna try to slow her fall, and I'll roll for how well she can do that. But you were 3 feet in it, so you'll be able to do this. I'm sorry this got so complicated, you guys.
Well, then how many points am I? I don't know.
So
Now I don't
it would
know
be-
anything.
It would be 176. Now halved
Who says D&D isn't crunchy?
and -3, so you take a total of 85.
Of what?
Nice.
85 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so I'm still down.
You're still down. You don't full
Now I'm not
die
dead.
because of your armor.
I mean,
So because it
Archie
moved
would've
away
definitely
laterally,
splatted.
this thing is going to automatically avoid. I'll just give it a reduction equal to its fly speed. So it's also going to take 90 points of bludgeoning damage too, as it crashes into the earth.
Is it still
Great.
concentrating on its magic?
I cannot roll that high. So yes, it is because I'm using a legendary resistance.
Fuck.
Okay.
The ground?
And legendarily resist gravity.
On its concentration check.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Resolved. Shar, it's your go.
In order to revive Varric with an 8 or cure wounds, do I have to undo all the negative damage?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, right.
So for me, that would be cooler if you had to.
No.
No
Okay.
negative hit.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Mr. Varric. That's gonna be
Stack.
12 points.
All right.
We are back.
We're back, baby.
You know what I
Oh,
think?
Alara was
90
holding a
points.
thorn whip and it failed when it hit the anti-magic field.
Thank God. That could have killed me.
Okay. at the end of your go, they can't do anything. Yeah, that's fine. That brings us.
Wait, and
to...
then I'm gonna go back into my rope pool because mine's small.
Okay. All right. Your Evane Cross is going to cast Heal on Varric and heal him 70 hit points.
Now we're cooking with fire.
No, we're cooking with gravity, James.
Hey, didn't die. Fell from significantly higher this time too.
It's true. It only took 4 contingencies.
I'm getting better at falling.
You are. You are.
And then we're gonna go
No
top
one
of the
can
round
argue
to
that.
Cass.
Shoot it!
I can't.
Don't
There's
kill.
anti-magic field. I can't do anything.
Shit.
Yeah, we're not
Um,
getting close to that.
God, I have to kill it.
I'm a purely magical creature.
Well, it can't cast spell. Oh, look at my cat playing with the dice. I can't show you guys. It's so cute, though.
Alright, let's get...
Use your phone.
Oh,
Let's go gambling. Okay.
Don't you have regular bullets?
I do.
Don't
Alright.
waste them.
Yeah,
It's
you
bad
know
idea.
what? I do. They're magical bullets. They don't really exist. I'm gonna use...
Well, they won't work if they're magical.
Oh, fuck me.
Good
Are my...
catch.
Do my bullets from my magical gun count as magical things? Or do I just have to figure out?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. 12.
You don't know.
Okay. Um... Cass watches Varric's body hit the ground and bounce up about 5 feet and is like, oh, God, please stay off the ground. And he just slowly pulls out the portable hole and like gently unfolds it. And uses his action for that. And then,
Do we still have that giant cannon?
It's on our inventory.
we do. And then he jumps inside the hole. And, and he, Clock, keep him occupied, I suppose. I don't know what to do. He jumps inside the hole, gives you a bonus action inspiration. Wait, you already have one.
I have one, yeah.
Fucking, he jumps inside the hole. That's the end of his turn.
Okay.
Oh god.
Yeah, not being able to use magic is a pain.
I'm with you.
Okay. That brings us to Alara. Yeah, not being able to use magic is pain. She. What do I do about this? She is going to. Is anyone hurt?
Yeah, I'm hurt.
I mean, I could use a little bit of him.
I just fell.
That is him, though.
No, I got 82 hit points right now.
Actually, she has to double dash to even get back down. So she will spend her action double dashing to try to get back to you guys. That will bring us to Sandara.
Oh, I'm not ready. How sturdy do these stones look on the ground? Like the little... Are these rocks, like, really in there?
I will say Varric's huge Goliath body has loosened quite a few of these. So there are like chunks of stone that have been like
Come back.
Okay.
destroyed. So there's rubble.
Okay.
Did we all
let's
die?
see.
No, I almost.
Nah, he's
Barrack
splatted, but he's okay.
Okay.
I am going to land, which I don't entirely know how to do, next to Varric's body.
You can just disable flying too.
Oh, thank you. Did I do it? I didn't do it. Okay, I'll figure it out. I'm going to cast Polymorph on myself
Oh, I thought I was getting polymorph.
as
Okay.
a quicken. I'm going to do a quickened Polymorph to do it as a bonus action. And then I'm going to throw some rocks
What did you
Okay.
polymorph?
at the snake. I'm throwing the rocks at the snake.
Are you a giant ape?
Yes, sorry, giant ape.
Okay. So you pick up some boulders that have been loosened, and you want to throw them. Okay, go ahead and roll to attack.
Thanks for loosening these, Varric. All right.
Giant monkeys don't talk.
That's a 21. 22 to hit.
Okay, that hits. I'll say
That's
it is
9.
easier to hit in the anti-magic field.
Oh, okay. And then a rock ranged weapon is 7d6 plus 6 bludgeoning damage. Okay, 1 second. Oof. 21.
Okay.
And
21
then
points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a concentration check.
Concentration. Concentration is the game.
Do not know how
Okay.
this works. I'm dying. This camera. Oh.
Where are my saves? Okay. That's a terrible roll. That's a second legendary resistance to maintain concentration. Okay. It's also getting pretty hurt.
Can I get a monkey? Oh, there we go.
So here's what I got you. Okay, so that brings
Oh,
us to
thank God.
its turn. Half its movement to get up.
Oh, can I also have moved in front of Varric and other team as ape?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh god, I can't do this without a mouse. Oh, I can. No, I can't. Okay, whatever. Here's ape.
Oh, sweet, thanks. I'll look at the rest. Nope.
And we'll just
Sandara
I'm
goes
gonna make
ape.
Sandara invisible for now. So she's hidden. Okay, king clock. All right. All right. It gets up, moves this way. It has its acid breath again. It is going to acid breath you all. So that is
Is my-
dexterity saving throws.
Do I get hit even though I'm air? It looks like, is that me that's airborne?
You're airborne. You are out of it.
Yeah, finally.
Give me dexterity
That's why I'm
save.
out of it.
Yeah, she's extra dimensional. Um, 18.
16.
Okay, that's a fail. Fail. Cass is out of there. Where's Evane? Oh, you know what? He actually, I forget, it's not a cone, so he has to. But you guys are lined up pretty well. Sindara, Varric.
Can my
Yeah,
body
actually,
provide
you guys
some
are.
cover? Half cover? Partial cover. It's a big body.
It is. No.
Now.
Uh,
Sorry, Varric, I tried.
It's so cool.
I mean, here's what I'll say. If you want to take additional damage to try to absorb the brunt of this, I will say you can reduce damage taken by the people behind you.
What's the damage total for
Uh,
fail?
well, she has to say whether or not she wants
Yeah,
to do this
I'll
first.
take some damage, extra damage.
Wow. Thank you.
Okay. So you're going to try to absorb as much of this as you can then.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Oh, you know what's funny?
She did this with an intention.
As soon as it gets into position,
Oh no!
so you're still concentrating
Why'd it come close to me?
on the spell. But if you hold tab, I can't get Sundara back. If you hold tab, oh wait,
Oh.
I got it. Here we go.
I got it.
Reveal. Okay. Yeah, because it had to get here to do it. So yeah, that doesn't work anymore. So that's 67 points of damage to anyone that got less than a 22.
Jesus.
So do I now get my
You
dexterity?
guys, did you guys
instead of eight's
still? You
dexterity?
guys still know you have your blessed, right? Or do they not have that anymore?
Sundara doesn't have it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I got a 23 with my dex.
Nice. So then that's 33 for you. And then 67 for everyone else. Both Evane and Doran are down.
I'm still up. I mean, I'm prone at the moment, but I'm still up.
Okay. That brings us to Varric and Sharp.
Varric stands
Wait,
up.
Varric, didn't Alara heal you?
No, she was
No.
too far away.
You're too
Damn,
far away.
okay. She double dashed.
I
I
got
forgot.
healing
Varric
from the
stands up.
now down medic that we had, and Char.
Now down.
I mean, I guess I gotta punch him or smash him or whatever. Right?
Okay. So you rush in. You feel everything get heavier as the anti-magic field kicks in.
Physically heavier?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
It's like because these are magical weapons, they're like heavier and you can swing them easier when they're enchanted. And when they're not, they just feel like more clumsy. Like you can just tell.
Is there,
Okay.
Alex? Is there an aura to the anti-magic field, or is it just on that creature?
It's on that creature, it's a 10-foot radius.
10-foot radius. Okay, cool. Noted.
Okay, Varric, you're swinging.
Well, we'll start off with a natural 1. So that's cool.
That misses.
Oh, and then we'll go to a natural 2. We're moving up, guys.
Next up, natural 20.
Next up, total of 25.
By the way, dude, do you have Mage Slayer? Your attack should be giving it disadvantage on its concentration checks, FYI. So, that hits.
Just the 1, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
One's all you need.
One is all I need. Thanks. That makes me feel so much better. I hope it dies right now with this hit.
Yeah, see if that'd be so cool.
15 points.
Okay.
And it has disadvantage.
Yeah, I took disadvantage with the save, and I made it. So, does that end your turn?
Not much else I can do.
Okay. That brings us to Shar.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him with the peekaboo
Mhm.
double hand crossbow. That is a 32 for the first, and a 31 for the second.
Okay. Roll the first one
First one is an 11.
with your sneak attack.
No, let me have it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 11 plus 9, so 20 points of damage.
Oh. That's a natural 1 on his concentration check.
Hey.
Damn.
I feel
Third
lighter.
legendary resistance is down.
Son of a bitch.
Do I turn back into an 8?
Oh, I feel heavier again.
Nope, it legendary resisted.
I keep going.
Oh, dang.
Okay, second attack.
Second
Shar,
attack
go!
is 12 points of damage. And I got a little more. All right, I'm going to use my Blessing of the Storm, which I forgot about until now, for 2d8. Looks like we didn't sacrifice that orc for nothing. That's another 8 points of damage. That's my second attack was a total of 20 points.
Okay. Sorry, how much?
Well, the attack itself was 12, and then I got another 8 points of damage with my Blessing of the Storm.
Okay. The Blessing of the Storm. That is not going to work with its anti-magic field.
Ah, shit. Okay. Then just 12 points of damage from my second hit.
Okay. That brings us to...
Does that mean that I
Medic.
used it up and I don't have it anymore?
It's daily, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You suck. Okay. All right.
I mean,
Not
so that
you,
lightning,
but the lady.
that lightning goes through, and then it just like completely stops at the anti-magic field.
Okay. All right.
Vane Cross rolls a death save. Your artificer friend.
Okay. Also, I'm back in my hole in case there wasn't
Okay,
assumed.
you're back in the hole. Okay. It is going to legendary action, wing strike, deal no damage because of the anti-magic field, but it is going to move without provoking opportunity attacks. As it gets through your ranges, Shar, you are shunted out of the portable hole. Or out of the rope trick, and Cass, you are launched out of the portable hole along with everything else that was in the portable hole.
Oh.
Oh.
There's a lot
Oh.
of junk on the ground.
That's a lot of... Actually, no.
It's a
hold on.
lot of shit. In fact, I'm going to ask you for a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, to be fair, it's not that much shit because we put all of our money and valuables in the bank. But
That's true.
I will make that.
But
save.
there's like a body. The
Yep.
body.
Go ahead.
Melissa Vale.
Veil goes
Forgot
flying
about
up
that.
into the air. That's a no, that's a 7. Okay, dexterity saving throw. Can I use a lucky on this?
Ooh.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Is it?
I think
Hold on.
there's
I don't
a
know if
freaking
it's.
cannon.
Yeah, D20 test, which is everything. So I'm gonna use a lucky. Oh, that much better. 24.
Okay, you avoid the 2 damage I was going to give you
Fuck.
from getting hit with a bunch of shit from the portable hole.
Okay.
And we'll say you can
Just a-
clamber up the throne when you land.
Okay.
Was the cannon in there?
It was, yes.
I think you do have a cannon in there.
Cannon.
and
Well, I'm gonna grab it.
two spider bombs things, breaching charges.
And some, like, yeah, dark iron rounds, I think.
Yeah, a lot of shit.
Now, what are the implications, I wonder? Whatever spell is on Veil is currently
don't do this, DM.
I'm telling you that it's not dispelled, it is inactivated.
Okay.
So it doesn't cleanse all enchantments. It's not like disenchanting or dispelling anything, but it's currently inactive.
Well, but if it gets
My-
launched out of the range, does
My
that-
interpretation of that is, even though the Traveler did some soul fuckery, I'm not sure if our souls and our bodies are still swapped, but they would reverse. Is either that or the magic jar container that her soul is contained in gets dispelled
Oh.
and her soul goes back into her body.
I don't know why you're hanging your head. You did this, Alex.
No, that's, I mean, I think this is kind of awesome. You know what?
I think
Yeah.
either one is awesome.
So what happens is Vale dies.
Oh, fucking goddamn, that's the worst one.
Because the magic jar is still magical, but it can no longer contain her soul, so it goes to wherever it would have gone otherwise.
Son of a bitch.
Which means even though it's magic, when it comes back, the thing it was holding is still gone. So yeah, Vale dies. Okay.
can I ask a question about this?
Yeah.
Is it die because the soul goes back to the body and Vale's dead, or because the soul is on its way out? And
The
then
soul
we
is on
stop-
its way out. It was captured, and then now it is released, and it goes to wherever it would have gone.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
So that brings us to Shar. No, Shar just went top of the round, Cass.
Sorry, bud.
Sorry about your soul.
Okay. I'm not sure he would even notice that at this point.
I'll say you notice it.
Yeah, why do you gotta do that? Okay.
That's so me.
That's pretty fucked up, man.
Like the jar like rolls, like as the purple hole like explodes, the jar like hits the ground hard, doesn't shatter, but you watch it roll towards like the snake, and as it does, you watch as like this magical energy just like it's like literally pushed out of it. Like as it like initially kind of gets shunted away, but then like rolls backwards towards it. You watch as the aura, that barrier, literally pushes like any energy out of the jar.
Okay. Hmm. Fucking dude, I don't even know anymore. Okay. Halfling Cass is tumbling out, hits the ground, sees this all happen. He watches the soul escape, and no, you fucking, I worked so fucking hard on that. And he takes a step back, and one of the clockwork spider bombs lying on the ground, he gets out of the anti-magic field, and I don't think the clockwork spider bombs are magic. They're clockwork, but I don't know. He uses telekinesis to just launch it at the body of this snake, attempting to latch onto it.
Okay. Roll the attack with telekinesis.
What do I add? Just spellcasting.
It's a spell casting
23.
23 hits.
Or
And then what's the damage for that?
70. We never determined it. It's technically a siege
No,
weapon.
for the telekinesis, for the impact.
There is no damage for that. I can move an object up to 30 feet, and I'm moving the bomb to latch onto this thing.
Let's do this retroactively. So, Sundara, give me a spellcasting ability check, and I'm going to roll a tinkering check for Samugi. May he rest in power.
Okay. Ability check. 17.
17. Okay, so that's a total of 40. So that is going to be 4d6, which I will go ahead and roll. So that is, wow, 4, 4, 4, and 6. So that's 18 points of force and fire damage.
Wait, it
Okay.
explodes?
It explodes.
Okay.
Cool.
You get the sense the device was created with magic, but is not like reliant on enchantments to detonate. All right, that brings us to Alara.
All right. Well, this damn anti-magic field is pretty much affecting anybody right now that's within range of her, right?
Yeah. Also, Cass, do you want to move?
Did the snake make a concentration check? And yes, Cass would like to move to the body of Vale and kneel down beside her.
Concentration check. That's an 11, but that's all I need, I think.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. You move over here
All
to the
right.
body of Vale.
Who is outside the aura of the anti-magic field?
I'm outside of it.
Just Varric and Cass?
And Cass.
And you guys are way the fuck far apart, I can see. Okay. Shit. The anti-magic field, I don't know what to do.
Heal me.
There's nothing I can.
I literally fell
Nice,
like
Jade.
200 feet.
Okay, so I'll go over near Varric, and I will cast the mass cure wounds again.
Okay.
This is the last one I can use though.
Cool. I
So
want
but it is a
mine.
bit more powerful, so let's see what we get here. Not great. 27.
I'll take it.
You can hit
I'll take
Cass
it.
with that too.
I can? Okay, yeah. So 27 to each of you guys.
I have
I'm
not
gonna
been,
take it too.
haven't taken a single point of damage.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's my action. That's really all I can do. I'll move my spiritual weapon just towards that totem that's over there, I guess, the fucking shrine. And just hopefully try to break it down soon. I don't know if it'll do anything, but a lot of times
How
we
much
face shit that
does
had
that?
some power coming from these things. So,
Give it 30.
and I will move me above Cass.
Okay.
All right, and that should be it.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, he's kind of behind the pillar.
This you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And that's my turn.
Okay. All right. That brings us to Sandara.
Oh, did your healing? No, never mind. I forgot we had downed allies. And I take a step backwards out of the field.
Okay. And then you turn into an ape.
Rocks.
Okay. We'll just do
Ape
this.
strong. Ape strong. Rocks.
What?
Okay.
Okay. That's another 22.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
That is 35.
Ooh. All right, it's pretty hurt. Concentration. Oh. I got a 19, which succeeds. Still up, baby. All right. That brings us to its turn. God. Who can I fucking fuck up? It's gonna move over here. Alara, you're gonna fall. You fall 30 feet.
Direct.
Okay.
Welcome to the pain palace.
Is Cass's things magical? Is he magical?
It doesn't change a magical. It doesn't like destroy a magical being. So it doesn't undo your changing shape or anything like that. Like you are a halfling.
Okay.
It's not like an illusion.
Yeah.
You just can't change into another thing while it's in your radius. You take 28 points of damage, Alara.
So, Alex, I have that one leg. Does that help with all at all with that? That mechanical
No,
leg?
if anything,
Doesn't that like
it would make it worse.
it would? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought that,
your handicapped status does not help.
Your leg does
okay,
not
what's
work.
what's the damage again? Sorry.
28.
28. Okay. Took away one of my healings. You fucker.
Okay.
That's
Now
nothing.
it is going to unleash a full round of multi attacks. Actually, does it get its breath ability back? It does not. Okay, full round of multi attacks against you.
Wait. Did we get an opportunity attack when he moved out of our radius or mine?
He never got within 5 feet of you.
Ah, shit. Okay.
Good question though. Ooh, 18 to hit. Eddie.
Oh, sorry, you're hitting me. That
Yep.
hits.
And that's gonna be how about a 12?
That's a miss.
Or not a 12, sorry, a 16.
That's a miss.
Fuck, that was the most fun one. Okay. So you take 13 points of slashing damage, plus another 13 points of slashing damage. So 26.
Yep.
And then another 23 points of bludgeoning and acid damage.
Jesus Christ.
And you are
All right, I'm
restrained.
fucked. Okay, I'm really fucked then. Awesome.
Actually, then the flurry of bites would have advantage. So that does bring it to a 26, which would mean you would take another 41 points of piercing and poison damage.
I'm down.
What?
Okay. That brings us to Varric.
Can I get to within smash distance?
Where are you?
Next to the
Hiding in
giant
my
monkey?
shadow.
Yes.
Then I would like to smash.
Okay. Roll for smash.
26.
Okay. Char, you're on the same initiative too.
19. And a natural 1. So only one of those hit?
Both hit. Its
26
AC
and
is
19.
its AC is lessened in its anti-magic field.
Oh, cool. I'll take that.
Char, you can roll your attacks too.
I have a question for you.
Listening.
Do you remember the slither whip and what
Yes.
the? Does that have any like grappling or like? It doesn't really say in the description like what it does other than whip.
You can use it to attempt to grapple it. It's a magical weapon that loses all its abilities
Oh, it is.
when you
Yeah,
get
okay.
within range. So, but
Okay.
it's still a regular whip in range.
Okay.
The first
alright.
attack is 13 damage, and the second is 16.
Okay.
And
It's
that's.
extremely hurt.
Is it concentrating?
I'm checking. 13. Succeeds. It has. I mean, it has to roll below a 10, which it didn't. So
I don't understand how it works. So I trust
that's fine. You don't need to. I do.
10 or half.
Char.
Okay. Just. Oh shit. I have not been using my two-handed weapon, so I forgot that I'm actually able to make 3 attacks. So I'm gonna do that. So I rolled a 26, a 19, and a 21.
All hit.
Yeah, so, okay. 7, 8. That's total 15 plus 11, 26 points of damage. And is he within 5 feet of anyone? Stack, right?
Yes, he is.
So I just said 26 plus 17.
You said how? Oh, sorry. What was that last number?
35.
17 for the sneak attack, so 43 total.
Okay. So, Varric and Char, how do you both want to do this?
I'll just say from my end, this is like pretty much the first time this entire like skirmish that I'm out in the open, as I've not been able to conceal myself. So I'm just going like Terminator mode, just loading and shooting and loading and shooting and loading and shooting as I close in the distance.
I'll do
Okay.
a normal
So just
smash.
Terminator walk. So as you do, you watch as the wounds are taking a toll, and it gets to a point where it's low. It lowers its massive head right in front of Varric.
It's baseball season. And there's no crying in baseball.
Okay. So that Varric, you just take a wild swing, and as you do, snake brains just explode everywhere, and the swing gets carried further as the anti-magic field goes away. Anything magical within anyone within range, it is all back up. Alara is on the ground, bleeding out.
I come do spells and magic.
As an ape?
Oh, actually, I'll cast aid to her and the 2 other companions.
Okay.
As an ape?
I drop
You
concentration.
can drop it, yeah.
Just a little Little
Okay.
quick upsy daisies of HP.
Yeah.
Alara needs to do the rest.
Yeah, we are out of initiative. You all survive the encounter. As you look over like the robes of the high priestess here, it is covered in. It looks like there is like scripture that has been like stitched into these robes to give it a magical effect.
Varric doesn't stick around to check that out. He goes and just kind of looks at the crater.
So are we all up now?
Everyone's up.
Okay, I would and
I give
Cass,
you
you're
5
with
HP. That's it.
okay,
Sorry.
that's fine. I'm about to remedy that. Anybody who needs it, I'll do that my channel divinity. I can split up to 70 hit points. But it
Well,
cannot bring you to more than half.
there's the 2 people that were down with you, and then I have 42 hit points. So whatever.
Okay,
I know.
so I'll give. Let's do 25 to each of the people that were down with me. It's 50, and then I'll take the other 20.
Okay.
Cool.
Good. All right. I do that. I run over. Cass, you're with the body, right?
With the body of Vale, yes.
Yes, a veil. I'd come over and kneel down. Cass, I can try to bring her back. Would you like me to try?
Halfling form blurs, and he turns back into Cass. Listen, I wanted her here, but I was holding her prisoner. I don't think she'd come back. I just didn't want her to end like this. So, thank you, Alara, but no.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just,
Well,
I'll take care of her. And he,
let me try to do one last thing, and I'm going to use my divine intervention to see if I can let you say your goodbyes to her.
what a fucked up. Yeah.
I killed you and stole your body, and now your soul is gone.
Oh, do you
Bye.
want? Sorry, do you want to or no?
Do what your understanding is your understanding, but
Okay.
maybe as a cleric you might understand I've been holding this soul prisoner.
Do your cleric shit, queen.
Oh, it was your prisoner. Okay. Sorry, I've been gone for so many sessions. I don't know what's going on. I thought this was like a friend. Like, okay.
Nah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, do whatever you're gonna do. Cass picks
Okay.
her up, like picks her up underneath the knees and behind the neck and is standing up with her.
Okay. I will do my divine intervention. Let's see what happens here. So I would ask the Raven Queen that one of our friends have fallen and they wanted to get a final goodbye in, I guess, from my understanding of it, even though it's probably wrong. Um, all right, let's see what happens here. And you're 14. And I got way off from that. I got 92.
Okay. As you reach out to the Raven Queen to do so, you get a sense that the divine intervention fails because there is no target to reach out to.
Okay. All right.
So you get a sense that the soul has found a vessel.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Is that good or bad? Do I get a sense that that's good or bad?
Alara probably doesn't know, and because it depends on who you ask.
Okay. I'd say I didn't get an answer.
Is that all you say?
I don't know. What? So I know that that the spirit found a vessel, correct? That it didn't like go to whatever
Yeah.
heaven or whatever heaven or hell, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would tell you, Cast, that spirit may have found a new vessel.
Oh,
Yeah, like I don't know what to say. This is why it's hard because I haven't been there for so many sessions. To play in character is tough.
nah, you got it. Okay. Well, thank you for the attempt, Alara.
Anytime.
That's concerning. All right. He walks off to the dirt that's just at the bottom of the stairs.
All right.
I don't know why I imagine you. You're like, oh, and like drops her body.
Right, like
I was going
like
to.
very
Just
awkward. Like,
see it the way you said,
okay.
oh.
Right, because I thought I was doing something good, and then he just like, oh, and walks away like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know what's going on, but okay.
I would like to walk up to Varric and I try and put my hand on his shoulder, but he's really tall and I'm small, so it's more like a pat on like the scapula. Just like I really thought it would work that time. Sorry. To
Yeah, me too. I
kinda
sit down
s-
on the ground next to the hole, crater, whatever. Just kind of look at it. I gotta stop getting on things that can fly.
Yeah, I think I came to that conclusion too.
I mean, to be honest, when I first asked you to tap me up there, I didn't think that would.
He wasn't flying, yeah.
Yeah,
But at the same time, I kind of cycled through it in my head and I was like, would he still want to get up there? And I was like, yeah, he definitely would. And
Oh, I definitely
so,
did.
yeah, okay, so I wasn't wrong about that
No,
part?
yeah,
Okay.
no,
But I think maybe now we make a pact, you and I, that you don't, if it's flying, I don't put you on it.
yeah,
If it's flying, you don't get yourself on it.
yeah.
And also, maybe if it's flying, I take you off of it. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Pat him on the shoulder and walk off towards the body. Glad you're okay.
Thanks. Me too.
We'll get you home to Sarah, I promise.
I hope so.
I've got some more healing I can do on you guys if whoever really needs it.
Take a short
Um,
rest. Save
I
your
could.
spells.
Oh yeah, I'm fine with a short rest too.
We can
And
take a
some,
short.
Okay.
and some of
We can
those
take
hit
a short
points.
rest.
Okay.
Can I Does anybody buy the Stiggity Snooty body?
Give me that booty.
Got it. If not, I'm gonna go look for the booty.
You're doing what now?
Looking for the loot. I'm gonna go look over the priestess's body.
Oh, that was good.
Thank you.
Okay. So as you walk over to the priestess, you notice a couple things. So first off, the robes themselves are very magical, and they're just like covered in this serpentine like scripture. You also notice that along like the serpentine arms, there are two extremely magical like golden bracelets that look like they're every once in a while like humming with like this infernal red energy.
Put them on.
I want to. Cass, do you still read this stuff? It looks like, if I had to guess, Abyssal, maybe? I don't know.
Do the Wanti have their own language?
Mm,
I think it
No,
does.
they generally speak in Abyssal.
No.
Yeah, give me.
Or maybe Infernal? I can't really.
I
Very
can
similar.
speak everything.
Okay. And then while he does that, I will try and identify these. I don't want to touch them before I identify them. I'm going to try and identify it while it's on her. Oh, I don't have it. Varric has it. I forgot about Varric. Can I borrow your eyeglass
I take
thing?
out my little jeweler's kit, and I get the one for identifying, not the one for looking at jewels.
Okay.
I give it to Sindar.
Okay. So, what are you identifying?
The golden bracelets, the pair, I think.
Okay.
Or armlets. I don't know. You said a word, I can't remember.
Okay. So these are the shackles of the Ruby Maw.
Oh.
Once a day, they allow you to cast the spell Hellish Rebuke at a 4th level using your spellcasting ability modifier. It gives you resistance to fire and necrotic damage.
Oh, I got hellish rebuked.
Whenever you cast a spell that deals fire or necrotic damage, you can use the bracelets to deal maximum damage instead of rolling.
Whoa.
Dude, fireball?
Oh, fireball.
Once this property is used, it cannot be used until the next dawn.
Inflict wounds, 7th level. Hello.
Mm.
Wowzers. What's the what's the curse?
Yeah, what's the... I know, we're like, oh, dang. Ruby
Your
Maw.
identify spell does not pick up a curse.
Does it normally pick up curses?
Not always.
You don't know.
I also don't know that it was identified. So I'll stay over next to my crater.
I look up at Cass. Anything interesting on the ropes?
He has, while the 10-minute identify was going on, he has dug a proper grave for the body of Vale.
With
And
10 minutes?
Oh, yeah, I forgot you're over there. Sorry.
it takes 10 minutes to cast an, or I don't know if it does with an item. He buries Vale. And before he heads over, just stands over the grave. You know, I'm not gonna deny what I did was fucked up. And if you're listening right now, I can't say I'm sorry, but we got a lot of shit going on. If you're gonna come and kill me, God, please do it later. Anyways, I wanted the best for you. I admired you. You were the first face I took. Yeah. Rest well. At least this body. Right, read something?
Yeah. Everything okay?
Oh yeah, just losing the, yeah, everything's fine. And he looks at whatever inscription or words he needs to read. with his specialize.
So sorry, Kat, what is it you're trying to read right now?
I don't know. There's some abyssal writing.
Some scripture over her robes, I think.
There are 3 pieces of scripture. Sorry, there are 4. That are in various states of like cut and paste, like different verses that are like patched along different places in this enchanted robe. Um, so I will link them in the chat one by one. Here is the first. Oh God. Why is it that this happens?
Formatting
this
be
is
damned.
Where's this? Where's this?
formatting be damned.
It's in the FETC campaign.
Called a crossover, Varric.
Well, I don't
We're
don't
there.
do that.
We're officially in crossover territory.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that one's fun. I like it.
Okay. Cass reads this all out as he interprets it. Oh,
Those are the 4 pieces.
Stirred into.
um. Well, that's a lot to take in.
Did you make all that, Alex?
Did I make it all up?
No, not you, Alex.
Oh.
Yeah, why? Do you think I got it from a real book?
I don't know. I don't know what kind of.
There's a correct answer to the puzzle. And there are incorrect answers and consequences.
Okay. Cool. I don't know what it means. I mean, I know what the words that you said mean. I don't know.
I think it means maybe we need to find. Huh.
Find what?
More pieces?
Find find the opposite name. Find the lawbringer.
The Lawbringer.
There was that dude that Faraday and them killed. He was like a lawbringer.
Hmm. And he's from the plane of order.
I'd be willing to risk whatever curse happens to cast
Or when-
Asmodeus's name onto the
Or when
disc.
Well, what's on top of this ziggurat? Maybe there's more.
Oh, let's double
Let's go.
check.
I'm gonna
Hey,
grab the gold bracelets as we go. Say, these are kind of cool. Non-zero chance they might be cursed, but I kind of
Cass,
want to put them on.
you want to ride in the stack pack?
Did you say Cass?
Yeah,
You did.
you're small.
He's in tiefling form.
He's Cassie.
Oh, you went
Freya.
back?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
No.
I've
Ew. God, disgrace myself? No. No.
disgraced yourself.
I mean, if you're offering a piggyback ride, that's a
I
lot of
am off
stairs.
the piggyback ride.
Cass will cast locate objects, describing the Wanti scripture in relation to the it doesn't have to be specific. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. I assume etc. is included in that.
Mm.
And he is looking for any other kind of Wanti scripture. Just in case
Okay.
there's something besides these robes within
the range?
within 1,000 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still carrying Sundara up these stairs on my back.
Yeah, as
And
that
this is like,
happens.
it's not like my arms aren't around his shoulders. It's like my legs are over his shoulders. So I'm like tapping the top of his head.
I was like, okay, taking a shoulder ride. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Cass, you get a ping at the top of the ziggurat.
Yeah,
How?
just up there somewhere, there's another one of these scriptures. Top of the ziggurat. You guys got it.
Tally-ho!
He cleans up. He puts everything back in the portable hole that should belong in there,
Oh,
Hmm.
minus
sorry for
Vale's
helping you clean
father,
up.
as they do their thing.
I don't know how
I
tall it is.
dangle the
Now.
bracelets in front of Eric. Do you think I should put these on? They might be cursed. Will you save me if they're cursed?
Yeah, you saved me when I was cursed. It's only fair. Of course.
Okay.
Are you
Put
putting
on.
them on?
God.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Nice.
How many attunement slots do you have open?
I'll have to kick something out.
What are you gonna kick out?
My essence shards. Actually, yeah.
What are those?
Yeah, what do you even have a tune?
I never use them, which is why I'm kicking them out, but every time I use meta magic, I can roll for something to happen.
That sounds dangerous.
I always forget to use them. Because I
Okay. So, Sundara, as you put these on,
Turns into a snake.
Yep.
in
bet.
your experience, you typically have to focus on an item and meditate with an item of this power to gain that attunement with it. For the first time, perhaps ever, as soon as you slip the first bracelet on, you feel a loss of control completely. You try to pull it off and it doesn't budge. You try to scream and nothing comes out. And you briefly get this sense of dread that slowly fades and turns into this euphoria. As you see before you a skyline not dissimilar to that which you are used to seeing as a Valendrian. You just see golden rays of sourceless celestial light shooting through perfectly carved clouds. And then your vision begins to rotate as you realize you are falling head down through fire and through earth. And once again, you are filled with that horror as fire just engulfs your body, your throat, your voice, and you all just catch Sandara just let out this shrill scream, and you look back, and she's kind of like on the ground in a fetal position, and you are frightened. So, what this means, anytime you are around a leveled spell that involves fire, you must make a wisdom saving throw or lose concentration on all spells and become frightened.
Oh, wow.
Terrible.
And furthermore, every time you're around a leveled spell that involves fire, you can hear the screams of the damned, as the curse is called Echoes of the Damned. So with time, it fades because you get to repeat the save every round. So Sandara kind of just looks around and like brushes herself off, stands up, and seems normal.
Definitely cursed. And then keeps walking towards the top of the cigarette.
There are tears coming from her eyes that have like not there anymore, but there's like wet spots where she was like, that's how terrified she was.
Put a hand on her shoulder to like stop her.
Hmm.
You said they were cursed.
Mm-hmm.
I go to try and take one off.
Yeah, it doesn't budge.
Let's get back. Get to the top and get back down. So
It's fine. It's you
really,
make
'cause
decisions
usually,
and you live with decisions. It's fine.
usually you don't. Well, we do have cleric that can get you out of this. At the bottom of these stairs. Let's get this scripture that's up here, bring it back down, and we'll talk to you about it.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, totally. Do you think they heard me screaming down there? It doesn't matter. Whatever. Let's find it. Let's find it.
Yeah, I think everyone
Scripture.
heard you scream.
Okay, great. Great.
And
So
I saw you cry.
you're traveling to the top of the ziggurat.
Yeah, we gotta get the fucking thing that's up here.
Okay. Um. So, as you go to the top, you see like a hefty collection of gold that is soaked in blood. There's like essentially like it's like a like your gold is your cereal that has just been like over placed in a bowl of milk that is blood. So there's like a pool of blood, mound of gold coming out of it. You see various like trinkets and baubles that are kind of scattered around as well. In addition to like every once in a while, just like little scraps of like flesh, like mammalian flesh,
Oh, that's
scattered
disgusting.
around. Blood has been like at various different like ages are just scattered across the four pillared platform and cast along the panels of the wall that each have like these very in-depth almost like tapestries, except they're carved beautifully into stone. There is a heavy scent of rot and decay here.
The tapestries, do they have writing on them?
Mm.
The tapestries do not have writing. These are like etchings, like basically like almost like a painting, but again carved in gold. So you look at the you're facing north, so you start with the west, and what you see are two serpents side by side. One has like these rays of what looks like light coming off of them, just seemingly like demonstrating like beauty and like eminence. And you have another that is very much like the kind of more golden brown like desert like stone kind of turns into this cold deep shale as this other serpent is like reaching out of this dark void, and they're depicted kind of like as equals. um in the next image you see the sky serpent upside down as these two are both like falling together. The serpent's wings have been ripped off, and the other one has completely lost its tail and grown like these almost like more humanoid, like almost kind of otherworldly appendages. In the third panel, you see the serpent of the darkness, the one that cast down his brother, just kind of in one image, like holding the spire that is kind of sitting like jutting out of the sea. Then you see an image of it like going into the sea, and with one like fingered claw carving into like this dark abyss that it kind of crawls into as it bleeds. Um, as you are in this room, is Cass here?
He's
E-
cleaned up. He's cleaning up. However long that
Yeah.
takes.
Each time you look at any of these panels, the longer you stare at them, you almost swear that they're moving and like playing like this moving scene, and you begin to hear whispers in a language you don't understand.
God,
You get to a point where you feel like it's a good idea to look away because it just does not feel comfortable.
I grab Sindora by the arm and pull her out. Cass!
Hold on. Wait, are you in danger?
No,
Alright, hold
maybe.
on. Okay.
I start going down the stairs, forcing or guiding Sundara down with me. Um,
I think. Well,
and I assume we'll meet
never mind.
somewhere in the middle.
Cass has pushed the most important things: potions, illithid tadpole, if it has not broken. Um,
It is not.
the most important things into the hole. The rest he is left scattered as he got to the body of the Wanti and has been just reading over and over and over and over again the writing on its robes when he's called up. And um, and he walks. He jogs up as they might not be in danger. Might be. What?
So we're meeting like halfway?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, uh, there's pictures up there. There's chanting, and the pictures move.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes. These bracelets are cursed. We're gonna go talk to Alara.
Okay, I'll
If you need us, yell.
Okay.
We should go with him. Are you sure we should?
I'm sure that you should go talk to Alara, and I'm
Okay,
also
I'll go
sure.
talk to Alara. You go with Cass.
Are you promise
To talk to Alara?
about getting those removed?
Yeah, definitely.
No. See, I don't trust her right now. She's being weird. Ever since you put those bracelets on,
Lit-
she's been a little weird.
Listen, I don't know
That's
what
just
happened walking up the stairs, but you're fine, Sundara, right?
yep.
She's fine, Varric. Come on.
Fine, I'll come with you. I stare at Sundara menacingly.
Don't worry about me.
Fatherly.
I know curses are bad. You don't have to tell me twice. I'm gonna go. I'm going. And she like walks with her hands up.
Fatherly shake my head as I turn around and follow Cass back up the stairs. Getting my cardio in today, guys. On the stairs.
So who's all in the top of the ziggurat?
It's gonna be me and Cass.
Okay, Sundara, you're going off on your
Yeah,
own.
I'm gonna go find Alara.
Okay. So Cass, you're kind of just going through looking at these panels.
Yeah, seeing whatever
Okay.
they saw.
Give me, as you look deeper into this, give me an Arcana check or a
Alright.
religion check. Religion would actually be a lower DC.
I'm gonna say religion, even though I don't believe I have anything besides half proficiency. Looking at this stuff, he already has his ideas. 16.
Okay, yeah. This is not a temple to something that is revered. The Yuan-Ti have desecrated this place.
Okay.
Looking around, you see bits of flesh that look like they are scales. You are getting the sense that this pretty clearly is a temple to Murshulk.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever has inhabited this place have very clearly desecrated it.
Mm-hmm.
Even being here feels very wrong.
And the...
Um,
Go ahead.
well, you can kind of sit with that until you get to a point where you want to like investigate the panels more deeply.
He doesn't... I don't know if he has to investigate them more deeply, but from just looking at them, what Cass can tell is it is the depiction of one serpent casting down another and then retreating or going to some other place, right?
So
Just like
as
I'm
you look,
looking at them.
so looking at that first panel, there are two winged serpents that are kind of like wrapping around each other in almost like a yin yang kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
And it, as you look at this panel, it's like it plays tricks on your eyes. Because every time you look, initially it looks like the sky serpent sits a little higher. Then it kind of flips where it looks like and you don't know why this thought comes into your head, but the serpent of the void sits lower. Then it kind of switches and then it seems like you can't tell, and then it seems like it almost doesn't matter. Where it seems like that notion of like falling, being cast down, it's like there's no down, no up. The dimensions get hazy. It's like you're trying to describe something in three-dimensional space with only two dimensions, and it gets extremely disorienting, and it's almost like, why can't I understand this simple concept, or why can't I see this thing that should be simple? So for whatever reason, this first panel kind of de-emphasizes like altitude and laterality and position. There are just these two serpents that are equals.
Okay.
It looks like they fall together. And it focuses pretty clearly on the Serpent of the Void here.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Serpent of the Sky is only in the first two panels.
Mm-hmm.
And as you stare at the third, what you see is like the rock begin to shimmer out of like a wound coming at like the base of the tail of this creature that is no longer a serpent. And these abyssal words come into your head, tearing at the fabric of the world. Tearing at the fabric of the world is like the meaning you assign to this panel here. In the next panel, you watch as whatever this thing is has like literally carved deep, like seemingly like within some kind, like whether it's like the sea or something in the deep, basically carved open like a new plane of reality. And in this scene, the hissing abyssal that hits your ear, wrapping himself in his own ruin. In the fourth panel, you hear the abyssal word and you hear its meaning. The word that hits your ear is Oberith. And the meaning is too many limbed shadow. That covers all four walls that you've now walked across.
Okay.
And then you look up. And what you see are like claws that you don't even know how to describe this, but as you look up, your vision is like pulled into a darkness as there is just this complete black rock. And it's almost like an image of someone staring at like a very simple painting at an art show that they're completely getting lost in. Cass, you're just looking at essentially a black rock. And it's like this isn't part of the thing, but you cannot help but continue to stare at it because you swear you see something in it. Because as you stare into just like this pitch blackness, you just cannot shake the feeling that you are looking at something and something is looking right back at you. And this time in common, you hear a voice you've never heard before that just says, "When the first demons gazed into the abyss, something even older stared back." And those whispers just continue as you stare into that abyss.
He, looking up at the black stone, walks over to the third panel and, without acknowledging Varric directly, just places a finger on the lone serpent on that panel, the lone creature. We need this name. And then he points a finger at the first serpent, or the first panel, to the, from my understanding, the one that has wings. We might need a different name. I don't know. That's the Lord of the Hells. Things are... You're muted, Eric.
Why do you keep looking at the ceiling?
You ever been alone in the woods at night? Just can't shake the feeling that something's looking at you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks black to me.
Looks very black, doesn't it? Things
True black.
are... Things are backwards. Things are confused.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Well, if it's backwards, which way is frontwards?
I I, I don't know.
Well, we could talk it out.
I don't think... Yeah, right. Just spitballing here. I think Asmodeus was punished. Sort of... I think he lost. And
How?
was cast... Whoever that is, pointing at the third panel.
Is that the one with all the legs?
That's the one
Or is it still
without
circular?
wings. That's the one with its tail missing.
Okay.
No. Sorry. The one. So as it is bleeding there, it's missing a tail. It still has wings.
Yeah. The one without wings is the one in the first two panels.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's got arms. Now?
The first one that had they just start as two winged serpents.
Mm-hmm.
The first one, the sky serpent, loses its wings and just becomes a serpent.
Yeah.
The second one loses its tail. And you watch
Still
as
has wings.
each still has wings initially. Each additional panel, you watch as it sort of begins like mutilating itself and changing its form into something completely unrecognizable. In fact, there's something about it that you, Varric, pick up on this. The one thing it makes you think of is anytime you've encountered a kraken. Like the way that their forms are just sort of alien and almost like a mockery in a way of like a human form or like an octopus form or even like a serpentine form or like an eel form. It's just like a mockery of it.
I
So
pointed that
whatever the
picture
void
on my...
serpent is evolves or like becomes mutilated as the panels go on and on and on. To the point where at the last panel that it's there, what you see is this almost like fish-like creature with like webbed hands, no tail, no wings, that is just like latching onto this monolith that is coming out of the sea. And it's almost like its face is almost like semi eel like, but then like semi fish like as well.
So, cast.
Yeah.
How do we go from flying serpent to kraken?
I don't know.
Okay, well, you need to know that's name.
He points at the strange mutilated thing.
Hmm.
We don't know its name. At least not.
Oh, its true name.
At least not its true name. Only thing that comes into mind is Dagon. Whoever that is, and he points up, I think might be watching. He
You
points at
think
the...
that's
Yes.
that?
Yes.
They're the same,
Yes.
and they're watching us.
He points at the one that lost its wings.
He's watching that one.
This, and he emphatically taps the stone, I am positive, is Asmodeus.
Varric, give me a religion check. DC for you is 10.
Well, I rolled an 18.
So, even before this group, you've heard of the creation myth about Jazirian and Ahriman, with
Hmm.
Jazirian being the manifestation of law and the manifestation of like purity and righteousness, whereas Ahriman being kind of the manifestation of evil and chaos. The notion that Jazirian, a being of like pure light and creation, is the same being as Asmodeus, which is by all accounts not a god, like a liar and a deceiver, and the Lord of the Nine Hells, is antithetical to like any religious theory that has ever been proposed. This is like a wild theory. It's essentially like saying like God and the devil are the same person, and like borderline like heretical to most religions to imply that.
So you're saying Jazirian is Asmodeus?
Kneel to both light and dark, for both crowns lie upon the same head. I don't know. I don't know a lot of this. But I think one lost, and one was cast down. I think
And
they're
you
the
think
same
that
thing.
was Asmodeus? But you think the one that lost cast itself down?
No. Listen, devils follow a law, right?
Sure.
Demons just want to kill. They want to destroy. They don't care about rituals or anything like that. Devils, you can outsmart. You can bargain with. They have a code of ethics. Their law.
Lawful evil.
Take that to the extreme. I mean, down there, he points down there, to the whatever, to the dead snake serpent body. Uh, for order, when absolute, is but tyranny's shadow. What you take lawfulness to the extreme. Ain't that just tyranny?
Police state, yeah.
I've already done my part. I've made my gamble with 2 names. But I'd risk my life on putting Asmodeus on that dais. Okay.
Nice.
Once a pod, always a pod.
And I'd put him on the side you wouldn't expect.
Which side?
With Mershulk, with, no, fuck.
Jazarian.
With
Yeah.
Jazarian. On the side of order.
I mean, I'm willing to take that bet. If you really think it.
I'm pretty positive. I think it would still be smart to, Jesus Christ, why won't you stop? I still think it'd be smart to get somebody else to say the name. But if nobody else will, I could.
I mean, you've done it twice already.
You offering?
I am.
He sort of
I've made dumber.
he puts his hand
I've
on your
made dumber
shoulder.
decisions.
You sure have. And we've brought you back every time. So
Yeah.
we'll do it again.
Why don't we get the fuck out of here?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Cass, this time, as you stare at that thing for the last time, it's less subtle this time. There are for sure 2 pale, like gray blue eyes that fade almost as soon as you look up.
Ain't no one bringing back the world tide. A lot of people trying to stop you. Maybe? Ah, who fucking knows?
You feel a shudder of the entire ziggurat, like something heavy just moved deep underneath.
Almost far too wide grin on Cass's face. Yeah, let's let's leave.
So, did you talk to Alara? Does she still have the bracelets on?
I don't know. Did I find Laura? Did I talk to her? I didn't have any time.
Sindara, as you go out
Ah.
to find Alara, you feel a shudder in the ground beneath you as you make just after you make it to the bottom of the ziggurat. And there is a brief like thump that brings you to your knees. And you watch as in the distance the sea level drops immediately about like 10 or so feet. And it feels as though the entirety of the island is like jutting to life. As you're on the ground, as there's like this elevation, it rises and you hear this explosion way, way, way in the distance. You look to the north and you recall in Solinor's workshop, there was a place that he placed part of his workshop in. The Burning Hands. You hear one by one the simultaneous eruption of 5 volcanoes. You're too far to be at risk of any of this fallout yourself, but you watch as just from the ash, the sky, even out to here, becomes just this portrait of red and black. And you feel as though the entirety of Karsus is somehow changing. With that, as you look to the west of where you are right now, towards those lights that were shining in the sky at the Serpent Lord Shrine, where before there were colors of different keys, there is now just a monotone of red light that is shooting up in the sky. You get the sense that whatever ritual Bensozi is doing is progressing.
Is anybody else around to see this yet, or?
As you as you look up, I imagine Cass and Varric would be running out as this happens. You all make eye contact as this stops. The eruptions out in the north are still happening, and you kind of ponder what kind of damage is going to be seen by Ironford, to some extent, maybe even Alhadria, as this eruption goes off. And with that, we're going to end this session
Oops.
and pick up next week.
Oops, we let the world end. Oh no. It's
Damn.
been fun, guys. Everybody just go home, be with your families, hug them tight.
Look,
I wish.
we're asking too many
like-
questions, guys.
Yeah,
I think
I'll say the names.
we're getting to the bottom of things.
Oh, I'm saying Asmodeus.
Freaking...
Throwing that in the pot. Good or
I'm
not.
going digging for the other one, right? It's
I would say
things
Dagon.
I would say it for sure. Like ripped off all of his limbs, crawled into the abyss, and was the first thing there when the rest of the things showed up.
Yeah.
I wrote in my notes, Dagon is an Oberith.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing said Oberith. Maybe. Oh my God! Sorry, I just read my actual notes. Maybe as old as the creator serpents. Come on, past Jasmine.
Hey,
Let's go, team.
we have one note taker for a reason. You keep everything in line.
Yep, there we go.
I write down scratch shit.
Well, great.
Well,
We're doing
fuck
fine.
you, Alex.
Who needs more than one? You know, we don't gotta hunt these serpents anymore. I'm fucking. We got all the information we need.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
could possibly
What's
kill
the point
him.
of being cursed if the world's ending anyway? Just
Yeah.
freaking Let's just start saying some stuff.
How bad could it be to be wrong?
Not
Probably
that
not
bad.
too bad.
Yeah.
I'm wrong all the time. In real
Yeah.
life, and it's not that big of a deal.
True. Good point.
Sure.
Good point.
Eaten by serpents or the entire world ends. Like, how big of a threat is that really? You
I mean,
know?
what's the
Mhm.
difference?
Yeah.
You die
Yeah.
either way.
You're dead either way.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. Well,
I feel like we are 2 steps closer to the end.
yeah, we're getting there.
Well, I'm gonna go